Alright, so, catch up. I guess I'm doing the catch up here, even though I can't really remember much. And even though I am the GM. Shit.
Todd, you have to do the next one.
Yeah, we want one from you, like, right now. Go on, improv.
Right now.
No,
Improv it.
I feel like
It's gonna be called The Mugwai After Midnight.
it's up to you. I mean, join in whenever you want.
Nah, it's all good. I'll do the next one if you want, though. I'll
Yeah, I would love you to do the next one.
So.
Okay, so we began with the group, well, at the Astral Conservatory, I believe. I really do have a dead mind when it comes to what happened last week. I know the events, but not in any decent order. So I know that Xerxil went back to the Lodoxon, whatever. Went back to the Merchant Prince's palace, threatened him some more. The Merchant Prince revealed that he now has a secret weapon, a cleric, and then he plans to die and be resurrected.
No, okay, you're completely wrong on the order. Fuck me.
Yeah, I know. Come on, go on then.
It started off by Xerxil returning and explaining to us what he did to the what's it called, horror of Grendeath. The rest of the party surprisingly supportive of this maneuver.
Not necessarily supportive, more just, oh, this has happened now, prepare for a siege.
Then a messenger from him arrived, and he threw us the defensive gem, proving that for some reason Xerxil's nonsense actually worked.
Oh yeah, now I'm starting to remember everything.
Then we did some experimenting with the gems. Meanwhile, Xerxil went back to the Merchant Prince and threatened him some more. Got into a scuffle with the new cleric, all those goblins, and whatever. Meanwhile, Chester went to recruit some new men, which worked really well, and then he got stabbed. Was saved by some sort of cult of Chester, led by a fraud. Anna recovered him, I think, with Xerxil's help.
You're also forgetting that Chester went out late. I think Chester went on a late night trip with Fixer as well. After
don't call it a date.
no, of course not.
The late night trip with Fixer was afterwards to get his stuff back.
Yeah,
so
Xerxil and Anna were the ones that rescued Chester, using a neat use of fly spell. However, the charlatan, calling himself basically the arch priest of the cult of Chester, he spoke like this. Said that Chester was the best in the swamp. You rescued Chester and brought him back from the brink of death. And later that night, Chester did indeed go out with Fixer to steal all his belongings back, including the world-destroying, world-shattering scroll. Also, during the day, Xerxil had got his shrunken head back from the kobold, Rothhide. Which is, just so you know, Grildar, is the shrunken head of the seer. Which seemed to hold magical powers. As it's been turned into a nice shrunken head. That is basically a ritual spellbook.
Okay.
Was the God King's announcement at the start of last?
It was at the start of last session. Yeah.
Okay, so that's the most important part. Basically, the God King did a sky call, Anna, and announced to the entire city that he's very grateful for us killing his mother. That he's gonna invade. And that
with the big black ship that's been chasing us.
Yeah. And the black ship is currently anchored in the city and is gonna pardon everyone who wants a pardon, and then they're gonna murder everyone who doesn't have a pardon. Which slightly complicates matters. So that's the most important bit, which you didn't mention.
Yeah, I mean, I should have remembered that too. It's my bad as the GM.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if it was at the end of the session before this, but no. Oh yeah. Anyway, afterwards, after Chester got back, we experimented with the blow up gem, because we were like, if we can just blow up the big black ship, all problems will be solved. And then Chester tried it out and blew up a random town.
As you do.
And the weapon has 7 days to recharge, so now we're fucked.
It's like you Solid's E-Finder in Fallout New Vegas, you know, and call down the... But actually useful, because it was fucking...
Yeah, I didn't play.
Getting that.
Yeah, so the Asgardian weapon, basically, Chester had to make a save as he got in, failed to control the Asgardian super weapon, and the AI took over and scrambled Chester's brain slightly, and he accidentally fired a beam of red energy at a town somewhere on a different continent. We found out that also, when you're looking for the green gem, we'd found a castle in the sky that seemed to be imploding on itself, a Spelljammer ship currently in orbit around the planet, blank and void of a crew.
Atlantics.
Yeah, Atlantics, yeah. And also, they found, they looked upon the Temple of Light some more. Was there anything else you guys found with the telescope?
No, we haven't.
Was that city you already mentioned there?
Yeah, I already mentioned the city.
Yeah, the imploding
with
castle.
the sword.
Yeah, that was one.
Yeah, okay.
And then at the end of the session, Gwendeth basically went out finding allies. And we have recruited one of the tribes of lizard folk. The one led by Yphos the Wise, and the others are still up for grabs. I think Chucks
they
the
were
Mighty,
lizard folk.
Chucks the Mighty has been invited to our residence tomorrow evening to talk terms, and then we just have to get Sax the Beautiful, or Beauty, I think.
Yep.
And then we have an army of lizard folk, which I don't know what we'll do with them. But
Well,
basically,
okay.
they don't want the pardon. Because...
To summarize things a little bit, because this is way too much information for me to process in one go. There's a floating ship, which we don't really care about at the moment. There's a black ship, which is going to fuck us over, which we do care about. We're trying to get more Xerxils into the party, which sounds like a fantastic idea. And Chester blew up a town. Is that about right?
Yeah.
That is about, yeah, that is very much it.
Oh, and Chester's raised the militia as well that's meeting at the Astral Conservancy.
Yeah.
And there as well, yeah. So we've got a militia of town folk that don't want to join them, and then we're getting the lizard folk people. And once we've got them all together, we might have enough to take on the black ship without immediately dying.
Alright. So we begin just as Gwendeth is heading northwest, I believe, to go find the Fern Falls.
Is there anything that's Grilder's agreed to do so far?
Not really. You're currently sorting the Astral Conservatory out.
Okay.
You can also join in on the debate on what the fuck we're gonna do, because we have discussed just accepting the pardon to infiltrate Mokhul City again.
Yeah, we had three. We had nuke the God King with gem, but we had to scratch that one off because it takes a week to recharge.
Yep.
There's avoid the God King, so we could just get on our floating ship and do one. We can join the God King,
And we can
accept the pardon, or we can fake join the God King. So accept the pardon, get on the ship and overtake the ship, or wait till we get back in the city and then ruin things from the inside. I guess you can swap for nuke the God King where the gem is going to be nuke the God King's ship with lizard folk. Yeah, that's also an option going forward. I'm leaning towards that one, to be fair. I quite like the idea of that one.
Well, I know Xerxil's not going to accept a pardon.
No,
Oh, yeah.
he has
Definitely.
made that very much clear, and we assume Grilda wouldn't want it either.
Well, Grilder might want it for strategic reasons. I'm guessing Xerxil wouldn't even want it to infiltrate.
Yeah, I don't think he's quite capable of that.
His suggestion was kill everyone on board, take the ship to the water people, and join them to kill the God King.
Which was actually kind of looking like a likelihood now that we can get these lizard folk on town. When he first said it, it sounded ridiculous. Because it was just us and then some seer guards.
Okay, so Gwendeth.
Yeah, let's save the Gwendeth bit for a bit of getting the shit.
Oh my god, you could have put that politely. Okay, so we'll go back to the Astral Conservatory. So we've got Makra, Fixar, Anna, Mimu, the Seer Guard, Grildart, and Xerxil all kind of breaking their fast presently. You're all together. I can't remember. I believe Xerxil stayed up quite late and then nested.
Yeah.
I think he was fucking with a telescope all night, wasn't he?
Yes, yeah, him and Anna were having fun with the telescope for quite a bit of the night, and then including their own little foray into the marketplace.
Yeah.
So Anna wakes up.
We had to go rescue Chester, didn't we?
As you guys are waking up, there's a bit of a kerfuffle outside the Astral Conservatory.
What's the kerfuffle all about?
There seems to be about a dozen men milling about out in the gardens outside. Some of them are yelling, giving orders. Some people are setting up tents.
Okay, I'll go and check what's going on. Who these people are.
Alright, so you got a bunch of bugbears in one corner. A rough and rowdy, bearded-looking group of humans. And a hobgoblin captain with his arms folded, just kind of seeing over it all, and then barking and gobbling at them.
Right. And when I ask them, like, who are you and what are you doing here? What's their responses?
His eyes narrow, and he beams a smile. You must be Grildar!
That I am.
Ah, well, Chester told us to be here today. We're just setting up. Getting on the line early.
Right. Very well.
You know, you're part of the Fuck the God King crew, right?
It appears so.
Yeah, I want in. So do these fellas.
How come?
Fuck the God King, innit?
You know what that means, yeah?
Yeah.
We get to take over that pretty ship.
Read it back to me. What does it mean to you?
It means battle, blood, glory, honour, rebellion. Oh yeah, and plunder. And we were also promised bitches and gold.
Pussy.
Well, I'm sure you'll get most of those things. And some more.
Yeah, fair. So I'm here. So are my lads.
Alright. Very well.
They're a haphazard crew. You see some of them have cudgels and shields that are basically like planks wrapped together with old levers.
Yeah. Do I currently have access to any sort of armory? Like, is there anything nearby that would serve to replace some of their gear?
You have the Seer Guard's gear, that's it. Nothing fancy. So mostly short bows, long bows, like that.
Okay, well I'm sure that the bugbears could handle a short bow instead of the javelins, so that'd be useful. Give them a bit more range.
Try to re-kit these guys best we can from the Seer Guard armory.
Yeah, and then at least give them some basic, get them doing some basic drills and stuff. I know that they're not the most organized, but I'll let the bugbear captain sort that out. There was some hobgoblins as well, you said, or was this a hobgoblin?
No, yeah, this was the hobgoblin. He seems to be presiding over them.
Right,
Over the bugbears.
Yeah, so I'll go over him with some military strategy stuff since bugbears are disorganized, but hobgoblins are kind of into that. So
yeah, he listens intently.
But it's more like I'm not expecting the bugbear unit to be reliable in tactics, so I'm asking him to work with that to make them more of a wild card, because relying on the bugbears to do anything the way that you planned is probably going to end in disaster. So,
Grildar, one moment. All right. Come with me. Follow me. And he leads you to the cliff edge that overlooks Port Phobos. You can see the flotilla market from here. And you can see that the Reaper, the Mokhul ship, docked at the flotilla market. And he goes, you see there? And you can. And something that you missed overnight, because they anchored yesterday, is that they're building a small fortress there. You see palisades are going up. Towers are being erected. And he goes, yeah, they're fortifying up. I thought you knew that. Like, getting at them is going to be a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, so why don't we make them come to us?
I don't think they will. I think they're going to get this shit done and then probably leave. But I heard that ship is yours, and he points to the one probably about 500 meters down the docks from their fortress. And you can see them.
Right.
Yeah, he goes, you see that, and you see there are guards all over it.
Mm-hmm.
We ain't getting to your pad anytime soon either, till we take them out.
Yeah, you say that. I think I have a better idea.
Yeah, you're the ideas guy. Chester's the idea guy. Whatever.
Yeah, have you seen Xerxil somewhere?
Xerxil, I'm assuming you're inside after nesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, him and Anna seem to be colluding, as they do recently.
Okay. Yeah, I'll go and find Xerxil.
Yeah, as you approach, Anna's going, yeah, so last night was really fun, wasn't it, Xerxil? I'd like an adventure like that again.
It's okay, we go flying if you want.
No, I didn't. I meant rescuing Chester. It was fun.
Alright, when you two lovebirds are about done, can I have a chat with you, Xerxil?
Yeah, but Xerxil not bird, okay?
Yeah, it's an expression.
Just kinda looks like one.
Wig on.
Okay, well, I leave you two to it. I'm going to go to the telescope.
Okay, I'll see you later.
She nods.
Right,
So what
we have to get a ship, don't we?
Well, I don't know what's going on. Those two, they keep talking about all kinds of things.
Yeah, so I think here's what the plan is. We can't stay here for too long, because they'll just bring reinforcements, so we need to find a plan to get out of here, right? So my thought is this, we, you and I, if we can somehow, if you can, I don't know if you have anything to help me swim.
Give you lessons, maybe?
Maybe I'll ask, is, Squiggly Face still alive?
Frank is dead.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
His body is gentle reposed. Just so you know, as a fact, Grodar, Kyrie is dead, Frank's dead, the Punished Ironblood is dead, Kaiser is dead, and Mubarak is dead. Wave Cleaver is alive.
Okay. Is the Punished Ironblood dead?
Yeah.
As in at peace, or is she dead and she'll come
She
back?
looks at, like, her goal was to kill the Seer. The Seer is dead, so you have a feeling that she's not coming back.
Yeah. Okay, cool. That's fine then. I'm glad to have laid her to rest if that was her goal.
Mm-hmm.
Spellcaster-wise, do we have anyone else than Chester?
You have Anna.
Okay. Do I know as Grodar what her spell selection's like?
As bad as Greg's.
I wouldn't go that far.
That might be ideal in this case. Does she have things like Water Walk or Invisibility? Or...
Alright, so she gets out her book and says, so I have comprehend languages, I can identify things, I can detect people's thoughts and locate objects, I can fly, dispel magics, create small protection barriers overnight, I can create food and water, I can control water, I can turn people into big scary animals like T-Rexes or apes, also I can send out an eye that I can see through, I can identify lore on certain objects and teleport people.
That'll do. Okay. Oh, teleport people, how far?
Only to the circles I know. But I know many circles.
Okay, good. Right, I'm going to need you to turn me into an animal probably at some point.
Okay, an owl.
And I might want to practice a little bit after you do it.
Okay.
It always takes a bit of getting used to.
Well, I can do it up to 3 or 4 times.
Yeah, we'll have a practice session later today. Right, so actually, here's what I'm thinking. Right, they're taking our ship, but they can't really... I assume that I know that they can't attune to it, right?
You're no longer attuned to it.
Yeah, I know that I'm not longer attuned to it, but I assume they can't either.
Well, you know that the ship has a personality, and if the personality likes the thing trying to attune to it, it might let them. That's as far as you know.
Exactly. Right, so here's the thing. I'm going to need you to have my back on this. We're going to swim. I'm going to turn into a dolphin or something of the sort, something native here. We're going to swim together over to the ship within 500 feet of it, behind enemy lines. I'm going to attune to the ship. We're going to swim closer to it, and then we're going to try and make the ship dump the current crew off of the sides of it, float it over to us, take the ship back, and leave.
Okay. But, when do we kill the other ship?
When we have the resources to.
We got resources.
Where?
Yeah, Xerxil resource, you resource.
Points at himself. There's my
Hey,
resource.
You realize that's not going to be enough, right?
Yeah, it's been like established there's like 300 to 400 people on that boat.
It's okay, it's not many. They're all together.
Uh-huh.
We just sink ship and, many drown. And then when they try and swim, we get the lizard people, like me, and they all go stabby, stabby, stabby. And we have a nice little bloodbath.
I'm sure it'll be a bloodbath. I'm not quite sure if it's going to go the way you think it's going to go.
What's the population of lizard folk in this city, do you reckon?
A couple thousand.
Oh! Population of the tavern that we... Chester.
Oh, a couple thousand. It's a big tavern.
50. About 50 people in the tavern.
And how many are on the ship? About 500?
There's about 200 crew and about 100 slaves.
Don't know, Grilda. A couple of Italian, these little lizard folk might be just enough numbers to overrun them.
I'm not convinced. I'm sure they're even outnumbered. They have a strategic advantage if we try and take it from them.
No, it's good plan, If we scuttle ship, is it right?
Yeah, I was going to say, I think it's going to be more
Scuttle ship, and then when they try and swim to shore, they're not used to swamp like us. That's when we get them.
Well, I'm willing to give it a go, but I think that at the same time we should at least try and get our ship back as well.
I was going to say, yeah, we can always have that. You can get the ship to get away as a backup plan, but I feel like if we just try to escape on your ship as well, they might just blow us out the water now they're already in port. I'm not sure how fast that thing can spin, but I reckon it's probably quick enough to get all them fucking cannons on us.
Okay, we do both then.
We do both.
Right, in that case, I assume you're going to need to be there to organize lizard folk, yeah?
I think Redfeet is doing it, but I can help her.
Right, and one of my last things, someone needs to make sure that Anna's safe, at least for the duration of casting the spell on me. If something happens to her while I'm out there as a fish, it's going to go bad.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fine. I'll blend in. Look, and she puts her hood up.
Why don't we take a Seer Guard?
Yeah,
they can help her.
Someone needs to keep you safe.
Mimu walks up. Uncle Grilda.
Yes.
I know that
How are you?
Much better now, and you see she's got a glow about her, and she's like grown like an inch in the last 3 days. Like she's grown quicker. And then she says, "You've asked everyone else." Oh, what's that sound? Oh, never mind. It was someone's phone, I think. You've asked everyone else, but you have failed to ask about me. I mean, I've gained new powers. I've got new spells.
Oh. Well, go on then.
Well, I gave Father the foresight to see attacks coming. Would that help you? I can apply that. But I would prefer to give it to my father.
Yes, no, it's fine. With the way that he is in battle, I'm sure he'll need it more than me.
He's completely reckless, and that's why I need to give it to him.
That's fine.
But at some point, then we need to figure out when. Oh no, we'll already know this. When did how long did the God King give us before he was going to swarm the
4
city?
more days. It was
4
5 days total. We're on the second day.
So we have 4 days basically to set up on this 4th day. Get these lizard folk to spread out the best they can in the city, and then ambush them from the houses, I reckon. Because they'll go on this 5th day, they'll go door to door and murder everyone that hasn't already signed up to be on their team.
Also important, on the 5th day, we'll also get the revive scrolls. We need to get our crew back to.
Also get some revive scrolls as well, yeah.
Yes, just as an update, Grodar, the group have promised 4,000 gold pieces to soft back the innkeeper for procuring 4 scrolls of resurrection.
Okay. Well, that's interesting, but yeah, okay.
Okay, Xerxil has plans to make. I go now.
Very good.
Go, my scary little friend.
I'll scurry off to see my head shrinking friend.
Not hide. Rothide, sorry, yeah, good to see Rothide. Alright, so we'll jump over to Gwendef. Gwendef, you were heading to the Fern Falls, correct? Because you'd already acquired the Mudfins from your Foster Wise. He'd said, yeah, he'd definitely be at the Astral Conservatory later in the day, there to help. He doesn't want to join the God King. He's lived here for generations. You know, he doesn't see why he needs a pardon because he didn't do anything wrong. Relsus, the sculptor that you had met, promised that he would tell his chieftain, Chucks the Mighty, to be there. So you were heading to the Fern Falls to meet Sax, the Beautiful.
Gwendef steps out of a bush, pulling her breeches up.
That's not how we start the scene, unless that's how Adrian wants to start the scene.
That is not how we start the scene.
Diarrhea.
Oh, yeah. All right, so you're heading through Pole Town, Gwendef, and you're seeing, like, basically what used to be, you suspect, most of the middle part is, like, built by other humanoids other than lizard folk. Because you see most of the lizard folk on the edges live in, like, mud and wattle and floating platforms all lashed together. As you get in the middle, you see, like, flooded farmhouses and townhouses and, like, peeling plaster and nets forming a sort of canopy above your head with algae, like, dangling down, and you have to part your way through it. And all the lizard folk are just passing through you, ignoring you, trying to go about their business. And one lizard folk's yelling at you, "Fish! Fish! Come get your delicious fish!" And as you move past him towards the Fernfall encampment, which is like a palisade surrounded by two very tall teepees, you see that they're made out of what look like dinosaur bones. The actual skeletal structure of the tent itself. It's large, and as you approach, you see the lizard folk begin to get bigger. Whereas, like, Xerxil and the rest all seem to be slightly of slight frame, these lizard folk are standing at 5 to 6 feet. They're hunched, muscular. Some of them are wielding great swords, big spears, battle axes, and you can hear them all training, and the clash of steel and wood on wood, and the twang of bowstrings, and the thunk of arrows hitting dolls. And as you approach the Fernfall encampment, you see there's a bunch of gaudy-looking Fernfall lizard folk. But I say gaudy because the Fernfalls are very kind of like gold and bright colours. They're golds and silvers and reds and yellows. And as you approach, they all seem to have like a kind of iguana thing around the base of their neck. Kind of gives them the impression of all having a beard or a bloated double chin. And as you approach, one of them turns, and his heavy footfall slaps into the mud. You see he's wearing a breastplate that's got kind of like turned kind of green over time. And he just walks towards you. "You're out of line, dwarf. What are you doing here?"
Well, there wasn't really any line, otherwise I would have stood in it.
By that I meant, you're lost. Keep moving.
No, I'm not lost. I wanna meet the chieftain.
You want to meet the chieftain?
Yeah.
And he nudges the even taller lizard folk next to him, who, if standing up, would stand about 6 foot. And then he says, "They all want to meet her."
I mean, look, this is very important.
Well,
you've seen the big ship in the harbor that's giving out pardons and stuff.
They look confused. Then they look at one another and they burst out laughing. "Oh, it's just that her fame is like, about her beauty. We thought you'd come to suit her."
Oh,
this happens all the
later.
time.
No, well, she is called the Beautiful, isn't she? No, I want to start a resistance.
A resistance?
All work with each other and assault the invaders.
Yeah, sure. Well.
Oh, so you're in?
Oh, no. That was just... I gotta be honest. I stopped listening as you were talking.
Oh, that's fair.
So, what do you do, dwarf? You got a bow?
Oh, I hunt black dragons.
A dragon hunter? Hey! Fintaf! Set us up at target! And you see behind you that a smaller lizard folk is setting up some targets. I'll tell you what. I'll put in a good word and go talk to Sax. If you stay there and you hit that thing 200 paces.
Oh yeah, that's not difficult. Sure.
Well, it's not difficult, is it? Oh, go ahead.
I mean, 200 paces is...
Yeah, he's talking about 200 feet, yeah.
Okay, well, I don't have disadvantage on that one, so that should be fine. They use inspiration for this. This seems important.
You can if you want.
Yeah, I'll just use inspiration. Screw. I can just Zephyr Strike. I'll just Zephyr Strike. Use inspiration. Why would I if I can Zephyr Strike? Only a 15.
Well, so you go, and it does hit the target, but at the edge pierces through, like, you know, if this was an Olympic target, it'd be the number 8. It'd be 8 points. 2 points, sorry, you know, ding, at the corner. And he goes, looks back at you. Well, Dragon hunter, right?
Dragons. The thing about dragons is they're really big targets, aren't they?
Yeah, but you gotta hit him in the soft, fleshy parts, right? Oh, getting lag. Hi guys. Everyone still there?
I'm back.
Yeah, Discord for a little hissy fit, didn't it?
I'm back.
Alright, so
Okay.
yeah, Grendef, he's like, yeah, but you gotta hit him in the fleshy parts, right? The eyes, the underbelly.
Well, not if you hit them hard enough.
Alright, give me a second. And he thumps off into one of the tents. And you hear some yelling, a feminine yelling. Who? A dwarf? What would I need with a dwarf? No! Tell her to come back later. I'm not interested. And then you see that the heavy lizard folk thump out. Yeah, she ain't interested.
But you know, this is a really good deal. All the other clan leaders are interested. I feel like you're missing out.
Wait, you forcing said yes?
Oh, he agreed. Yeah, he's gonna show up at the conservatory later today and discuss how we're gonna do it.
Give me a moment, and then disappears. Then why didn't you say so? Let her in.
I feel like you should have been allowed to make your own decision, unrelated to the others.
Yeah, he comes back and he's like, yeah, she's in charge. So as you're led into the tent, you've got 2 guards beside you, including that guy. The floor is raised up onto stone, so it's no longer in the muck and mire, and the floor is carpeted with rich rugs or animal pelts, and sitting upon a throne of wood covered in said animal pelts is not a lizard folk, but a female woman with kind of a humanesque appearance. I'd say rather Yuan-Ti appearance at first sight, but with kind of like a dull, swampy green colour to her skin. And as she stands up, she shrugs her hair and snakes lift up on her hair.
Oh, fuck me.
And as she walks forwards, she bows. It's a pleasure to meet you, Miss...
Fuck this bitch.
Randall Bradford.
Smiles. I am Sax.
I noticed you're not a lizard folk.
Shrugs, nods her shakes her head, and then you see she's wearing robes, kind of like that kind of go across part of her chest, kind of revealing one part in a revealing nature. However,
Reveal one part in a revealing.
reveal one part of her breast in a revealing nature, but then it goes all the way down to her feet, and she's wearing sandals. She's very slight of frame, but she's got these bracelets covered in etching, like arcane etching. And yeah, she has a kind of like slight fangs and a forked tongue as she speaks. Miss Redford.
I'm very happy that you're not a lizard folk because I don't really understand them. Negotiating thing is, you've heard the God King's announcement, and I feel like as ruler of your group of lizard folk here, you would not necessarily want to give that up to a foreign invading power. It's currently just one ship, and I think if we deal with that ship in the harbor, they can't do anything for a while because they're at war with another nation. So I'm thinking if we just get everyone to work together and kill everyone on that boat.
I see. So your plan is to raid the giant ship.
Yes, with an army of all lizard folk tribes and a human militia and our support.
I have 80 warriors, fine warriors, trained under my own command. And you want me to risk them attacking that? How about this? How about this? I will commit my warriors to fighting the God King, as I had always planned. But I will only do it beside you. If you show that you can be trusted, show that you have the means, fight alongside me. However, taking the ship on your own would show initiative, would it not? Inspire the people.
So you want me to take the ship alone, even though I need your assistance?
You don't need me. If you're a resourceful dwarf, you'll manage.
Yeah, I guess I'll consider this, and I'll be back. Or you'll see a ship on fire, and you'll know we did that.
And she, as you're about to leave, she goes, "Oh, and Miss Redford, good job on killing my aunts."
Oh yeah, I thought you might bring that up.
She nods.
It's been 2 of them.
I have heard. I'm
Okay,
assuming you are part of Chester Decker's crew?
It's really not his crew.
I mean, he stumbled into the astral throne room in front of all of my aunts. I mean, that news spreads quick. We don't have any problems, no? You are not hunting Gorgons.
Oh no, it was a coincidence, really. But if there's any aunts you don't like, we can put them on
all of them.
Oh, okay.
My mother, Lady Emerald, is not on friendly terms with her sisters.
So everyone except Lady Emerald, then?
She shrugs. Of course.
Okay, sure.
There's a sinister smile that crosses her lips as you say, of course. Anyway, if I see something inspiring, perhaps I may be inspired to join you.
For the record, killing the seer was not inspiring. That doesn't...
Oh no, Liana and me. We were friends.
Oh, I'm very sorry about that one.
Not that kind of friends. Her death does not sadden me.
Oh. Well, that's a weird definition of friendship, but who am I to argue?
And you get the idea that a Gorgon's definition of friendship might be very different to yours.
Yeah, I mean, Gwendolyn has noticed a lot of people here have very different definitions of things than she does. Especially lizard folks in relationship to keeping deals with Chars. We will meet again and Gwendolyn leaves.
I hope we do.
Gwendolyn is very creeped out by Gorgons in general.
She doesn't seem like the type of Gorgon that you've heard like a Medusa. She doesn't seem to have that ability to turn you to stone. You're looking directly into her green eyes and nothing. And in fact, she looks like probably half Gorgon, maybe?
Oh, well, yeah, because if her mother is the first descendant, it makes sense, yeah.
Okay, so you're done there, I'm assuming?
Yeah, Gwendolyn returns to the Astral Conservatory and relays what she has...
Alright, so Chester, you had a much late night because you needed to recover. You would awaken right about now as there's talking going on in the main room. George is already getting drunk again, being quite boisterous, and you can hear the hubbub of people outside, including Grildar talking to some bugbears and stuff like that.
Ragamuffins at this hour. And I'll crawl out of bed and I'll see what's about.
Alright, so you see, I'm
Oh,
assuming...
I'll check the time first, because I know that I've got my inspiring militia arriving at the gates at some point.
I'd say just before midday. Just before midday. And you do notice, I mean, Macra would be about as well, just doing his stuff. He hasn't really said what he's doing, so I'm assuming Macra's with his daughters.
Yeah, looking after the daughters. Probably helping out with Grildar as well, with trying to organise this bunch of rabble.
Yeah, fair enough.
So what do I see? Are people organising people?
Yeah, Grildar seems to be talking to a hobgoblin captain, and there seems to be more people arriving.
Okay. Have we properly had a little search around the seer's wares yet?
Yes, Gwendef did, and found some jewellery, I believe, and the red gem.
Yeah, I think we've added it to the party inventory.
Yeah, I thought we had. I just didn't know if anyone had a proper, thorough little explore yet. Because
apparently, she wasn't very rich.
Chester's plan would be to wait and get dressed in his finest resplendery, ready to address the crowd. And he'll find the perfect balcony that he can oversee the grounds from, so that he can emerge like a pupa.
Yeah, there is a second floor, and the balcony is more like kind of a small ridge that goes round for more kind of maintenance purposes.
That's perfect. He'll use that. His ego's been boosted since the cult of Chester, so he's really in a ready state.
So as you approach out, and I'm assuming climb out the window onto this maintenance kind of ledge. I mean, are you doing this? I mean,
I'm just gonna have a look. Yeah, I know that they won't be.
You see that there's a bunch of people dressed in what look like cassocks, like with patchwork kind of symbols, and they're arguing amongst themselves. And yeah, they do look like people that were around your body last night.
Amazing. How many are there?
About 7 or so currently. Not many, but you see it's slowly building up.
Good and faithful have arrived early. And I'll yell that across the grounds.
Yeah, and they all peer out and they, "Oh, Chester, he's alive! Oh, did you see how he flew off into the heavens last night?"
For Chester cannot be killed.
They're all kind of looking up. The hobgoblin looks up and goes, "Grodo, what the fuck is that?"
Oh. What do you mean?
Ah! And he points towards Chester hanging out the window.
Oh yeah, I know. That's what I asked myself.
Oh, is that Chester?
It is.
He gets out a book from his satchel. "I gotta get this signed."
For fuck's sake.
I mean, I'm a slow reader, but it's a good book. It's a good story. You this one, and he holds out a page to you, Gildor.
Mm-hmm.
And it says, and Darth Ironblood was struck down.
Mm-hmm.
Is that you?
I guess.
I'm glad you're back for the sequel.
Mm-hmm.
Closes the book. There's just
Off
silence.
Off you go, then. Go and get it signed, then.
Yeah, he heads into the conservatory.
Can I address the crowd again? Please do not wait here and hope that the faithful will join us, for they will be held back by the naysayers and the ragamuffins and the whelps. Go forth into the town and gather as many people and as good, honest townsfolk as you can for our righteous force, and bring them here at sunset, for where we will meet and establish our armada.
They're all like, "Of course! Of course!" And some of them rush off. However, the more militaristic looking ones stay exactly where they are. They don't move.
I'll look over at Grildar and wiggle my eyebrows at him.
Yeah.
And then I will return into the action, because too much of Chester is, that's too much. The 4 heads would explode. I will return back into the astral, and to be honest, Chester will just be waiting. He might go and give the thumbs up to Fixer. He might go and occasionally try and rile up Macra, but that's all he'll be doing.
Alright, cool. So, by the time Gwendef arrives later on, you're all together as a group again. Around about midday. Except for Xerxil, you've gone to visit Rothide, and as you approach, he's sitting on his porch smoking his pipe, and he goes, "Ah, you're back!"
Hey, Rothide.
"Hey, Xerxil!"
So, I need the biggest arcane explosion you can manifest in a small package.
"In a small package?"
One that I could hold and carry.
"Oh, well, that's difficult. You want a big one?"
As big as possible.
"Right. Give me a second." And he, goes, "Come on, you can come in."
Okay.
Alright, so he gets it's a small barrel, what looks like used to be like a beer barrel, but a small one, maybe like a 10-litre.
Mm.
And he's like, "You want big, yeah?"
I gotta be able to carry it, so... Not too big, but that's okay.
Alright. "You want one of these?" And he, finds a scroll. He goes, "I'm saving this for a special rainy day, but, And he stuffs the scroll in your hand, waiting hand. And then he, begins packing this barrel full of pouches of gunpowder.
Okay, so what's this one?
"Yeah, right. So when you use that, yeah? You know spell Fireball?"
I know.
"Yeah, it's like Fireball, right? But you time it.
Ooh.
Okay.
Why,
I understand the
expensive.
principle.
It's expensive.
How much?
And he looks at it and he goes, barrel of gunpowder, 400. Scroll, 800. 1,200.
Okay, I give you all these gems instead. How about that?
He looks at them. What do they equate to in monetary?
1,000.
1,000, and he goes, roll a persuasion check. It depends. Are you trying to deceive him, or you just generally not know you don't know the itemization?
Last time I gave him a 500 gold gem piece for the 300 gold thing before because he didn't understand.
Yeah, roll persuasion with
coins
advantage.
very well.
Advantage then.
He just says this roughly looks about right, and that's what that'll do.
He holds the gemstones out and goes, yeah, you did give me good ones last time. Sure. Yeah.
Xerxil always has good shinies. Although now he has not good shinies.
Well, I'm sure you'll make more. What do you want?
It's okay, it's worth it.
What do you want Big Bang for? What are you gonna do with Big Bang?
I'm gonna go kill the ship.
There's a smile on his face. Big ship! A bay.
Yeah, the big one.
Ooh.
The bastards.
Big Bang. Oh, worthy. Yeah, alright. 1,000. You take it. Alright, so you've got 20 pounds of gunpowder and a delayed fireball scroll.
I didn't feel like you need the gunpowder. I feel like you just find that gunpowder reserve and stick a fucking delayed fireball in there.
Yeah, so in total that's 2 explosions. One does 20d6 and one does 12. But if you combine them together, the structural damage to the ship is going to be a lot.
Yeah, that's the main thing, especially if they've got cannon stores as well.
Mm-hmm. Right, so it's like half the size of you, this barrel, but you can carry it over your head just fine.
Now it's got to figure our way to waterproof this thing.
Yeah, you're carrying it over your head as you're walking through the swamp, so...
In fact, I'll just turn back.
Redhide.
Yeah?
So I gotta take this in the sea. Is there anything you can do for that?
Submerge it in
See?
what?
Yeah, you're going to need a sack. Waxed sackcloth.
Okay, I'll go find some. Do you have sack? I found wax.
I got some sacks. I mean, he's got not like a waterproof sack, but kind of like a linen sack. He just kind of hands it to you. He says, well, if you want a cake, you can make it waterproof. You have to cake it in wax. Lots of wax.
It's okay, Xerxil hasn't had crunchy spice in a while, so I go find some.
And you go, before you can even he's like, what? So you just wander up and he's like, ah.
I imagine there's massive crunchy spice farms all amongst the lizard folk villages. I imagine it's like one of their main exports is crunchy spice and wax.
It's brilliant because it's like the byproduct, the shit that they don't want is what they sell to the merchants, and they just keep the crunchy spice.
They're beekeepers, and they just sell the honey because they want to eat the bees.
Yeah, it's like the farmers that sell the horse shit and stuff and manure and things. It's just just a shitty byproduct. We don't want it. Just sell it on. These idiots will buy it. Yeah, I have some mediocre survival skills, so I'll go hunting for crunchy spice.
Alright. Alright, so you head towards, are you heading towards, the pole town?
I don't know. You tell me. Where do my senses think I might find some crunchy spice?
Okay, make me a perception check.
I imagine it's the east of the Fern Falls, or maybe even in the Fern Falls. A swamp wasp.
Alright, so you're wandering around, carrying this barrel, just going in a sack behind your back. Eventually, you come across the trees and the ferns and the tree life outside Pole Town, and you can hear the humming of insects. And your senses take you towards what looks like a stall
The hunt begins.
with baskets all piled up with wicker lids on, and you can hear massive amount of buzzing coming from that. And on a sign outside, there is the Indraconic, and chewy torture.
Nice.
How much?
He looks at you. For chewy torture?
Yeah, and do you have the shit?
The shit? You mean the honey? The puke or the shit? You want the grease?
You know, the stuff no one really likes, but you sell it to the humans because they fucking love it.
Ah, yes. I know. I've got a lot of it. And he, like, reaches down and, you know, like, he doesn't give a fuck. It's all just piled up behind him. And he's like, this stuff. And he picks, like, a honeycomb that's all dripping, puts it down.
Yeah, I buy all the crunchy spice, and you throw this in as well.
Crunchy spice. Chewy torture. Ah,
Yeah.
where are you from? The regional accent, the regional slang is totally different.
I'm originally from near Mokhul.
Ah, sorry.
Yeah, it's okay, you know. That's, it's about to be resolved soon, so, you know, it's all good in the end.
Well, that sounds ominous. Here, take some. And he just hands you, like, about a kilo of, like, just discarded honeycomb.
Cool.
And then he just keeps piling up and he's just pushing it and he goes, meh, have it.
Okay, I'll chuck it in the sack to make it a little bit easier to carry.
Yep. And he's like, you want a barrel? They're a gold
That's
piece.
better.
They're a gold
Yeah, I'll
piece.
take a barrel.
Yeah, and he takes that. And you hear the buzzing and he goes, keep the wicker down. They're angry.
Okay, how much?
A gold.
I'll hand over a gold.
Smoked crunchy spice. Get the smoked flavouring, and then they're also easier to eat.
Very true. Very true. You do well in this
I'll come
business.
back for more chewy tomorrow.
Alright, good. I've always got more. I'd beware about trying to find them yourself, though, lad. The ones out in the swamp, they're not small.
Big one.
They'll take you on, for sure.
Okay, I keep my eyes open.
Nods. He goes, delicacy. The sting is like a dagger.
Super spicy.
Very spicy. Very torturous. And good luck.
I see it.
Good luck with whatever you're doing.
Yeah, I see it tomorrow.
I wonder if crunchy spice is like lobster, to the point where like it gets so big they just start tasting ming.
Alright, so you're heading back home, or...?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll go and figure a way to get the honey out of the comb.
Alright, so everyone is now together, like I was explaining, midday. So... Converse, do whatever you want.
Okay. So I talked to all of the lizard folk. Well, I talked to 2 of the lizard folk tribes. The third one is going to show up here tomorrow evening. It looks like one of the tribes will support us in dealing with the ship. So that's nice. One tribe would help us actually killing the God King. But only if we can take out the ship. And the third tribe I don't know yet.
Okay.
It is very hard to deal with them because they're lizard folk and oh my god, are they a pain in the ass.
How come?
They just they don't think like you and I do. They think like Xerxil does.
Right.
No offense, Xerxil.
What?
It's oh well, yeah, and one of the tribe leaders is a Gorgon. That's the one who doesn't mind helping with killing the God King, but does mind attacking the ship.
I see. Okay.
But there's no hard feelings with us killing her aunts and everything. She's a-okay with that one.
Not the family type then.
It doesn't seem that way, no.
Okay.
So the lizard folk armada is coming on quite well then, yeah?
Well, we got a third. And
Coming on
apparently the tribe that doesn't want to help us right now has 80 warriors, so I imagine all of them will have about 80 warriors, which is still not really enough to take that ship. So we have to come up with a clever scheme, really.
Mm-hmm. What do you have in mind?
Oh, I have nothing in mind. This is more or less the Gwendeth backs out part, and
there's got to be a way of getting everyone on the ship, or getting most of them back on the ship somehow. Maybe like some sort of emergency that calls them to get back on there to like protect us for some reason. Big fire, something like that, maybe. And then when all of them flood onto it to deal with this minor problem, major problem happens whilst they're all on the ship. See if we can thin the numbers out somehow. And then they're also all on the ship, so I imagine we can bottleneck them maybe a bit better coming off the ship.
what I was thinking is doing the thing El Diablo did when she blew up our ship, which is just ignite all the powder kegs on the boat.
That could be the major problem. We just need a minor problem to begin with.
I don't think taking the boat is likely. I think we just have to destroy the boat.
Yeah, I feel like destroying the ship's probably the better plan. We just haven't got the numbers to take it in the city. The populations are in the thousands, but it seems like most of that is made of like children. It seems like breed like rabbits and not seem to live very long.
Xerxil, is that true? Do you guys fuck a lot?
What?
Okay.
Why you keep interrupting? What do you want?
I don't know, what is... Nothing. Xerxil, do you have a spell that can blow up the ship?
Xerxil blow up ship, yeah.
Okay, apparently Xerxil is blowing up the ship. The problem is
I
solved.
don't know why we bother scheming, to be fair. We should just let him fucking crack on. Weird that he's actually helping us, though, instead of, like, inciting rebellion for a change.
Oh, so good.
You want to help? Come dig the crunchy spice shit.
Go on, then.
Right, so I'm assuming...
Gotta take the gold out the white. Don't want the gold, want the white.
I imagine it's just me and the bugbear children, just like bears and honey, just like
Yeah, I mean...
covered in sticky and fat.
Vixer's immediately like, wait, you don't want that?
No, you get rid of this, I want the other.
Oh, well, I'll get rid of it. And immediately scoops it out and begins eating it. They do help you. You've made a game of it, really. Like,
Yeah, it's got a team of bugbears eating this honey now.
yeah, and they're also helping you like scrape all like the wax and the crap off of the honeycomb.
Chester! Chester!
Ah, sorry. What's that?
I need my stick back. I'll give it to you tomorrow.
Ah, right you are. Good sweet Xerxil. Right you are.
He's
I'll give it to him.
he's so scared of you.
He's fucking terrified of that little nutcase.
We all should be.
Thanks, you can have again. I just need to use it for this.
Thank you, kind, sweet Xerxil. Thank you.
And I'll sit attuning to it while we dig the crunchy spice shit.
It's so good.
Right.
Cracks me off how just nice he is to you. Alright, so yeah. Any other plans? Anything else?
Not right now.
Yeah, I don't think today. I feel like after we've got a few more of the lizard folk on side, we could probably start organising where we're going to set up these ambushes around the city. But
Alright, so
other than that, not much we
as
can
the
do.
afternoon goes by, your plans have come for like Xerxil's tuning. We've been about 45 minutes into this as you guys are all talking and having lunch, and the kids are basically gorging themselves on honey. There's a gasp, a collective gasp outside, and you hear the flapping of wings and then a thump. And then like kind of like a kerfuffle, like people like shouting to arms, don't let him in.
Okay.
That's going to be the flying paladin things, isn't it? Brilliant.
Is there any like guards close by? What's going on?
Yeah, one of the you hear the hobgoblin go, Grildar,
Yep.
this guy wants to speak to you all.
Well, let's have it then.
Alright, and so what walks in is something that you've all seen before. An inquisitor, an eagle inquisitor. You know, they're kind of like an animal hybrid. His wings are tucked in tight behind. He's wearing very large breastplate. He's very muscular, with the head of an eagle. He has a short bow on his back, and his claws look keen and ready. He walks in, eyes you all with like yellow eagle's eyes, nods, kind of like an imperfect bow.
It's good that you're here because we have been wanting to discuss your surrender to us.
If someone with a beak could smile, you'd see it in the corner of his face. I have come here to discuss your surrender to Lord Gravewarden.
Well, the way I see it, we have a telescope that can blow up everything we want to blow up. So really, we have all the cards.
And my intelligence tells me that you have put it on cooldown, so to speak.
Also, you do know that.
He nods.
How
Okay.
do we know that we've used it? Oh, bastards.
I mean, it's very noticeable, isn't it, if a town somewhere just blows up? I feel like...
It is not that you have noticed, we have noticed you use it. It is that the ripple of energy can be felt by anyone attuned to the arcane arts, including Lord Gravewarden.
Okay, I failed negotiating. Chester, you take over.
That was you negotiating.
That was Gwendolyn negotiating. She was making an empty threat and it immediately failed because they are...
Good day, fine sir. Welcome to our conservatory.
I am assuming you are Chester Decker.
Right you are. Perhaps you've heard of me.
I've heard of you. I can't wait for the opportunity to pick that brain and see what moves the cogs inside your skull.
Ah, right you are. Perhaps you'll have time. Perhaps not.
He smiles. Yes.
It's do continue, good sir.
It's
Do
a
continue.
shame that Haydar speaks so well of you. Otherwise, you would be dead.
And what do you want of us, good sir?
What we want is your surrender. You have plagued the God King far too long. These 6 weeks have been a nightmare. While he prepares for war, while he prepares to save this continent, you plague him, attempt to rebel against him, incite rebellion.
Ah,
I've got quite a lot done in 6 weeks, really, thinking about it.
to be fair, I'm really sorry that you put me in charge, because he has a perfect response to all of this. Right you are, good sir, right you are. Then consider this, and it is a courtesy of between men and between god kings. And of course, everything must be out in the open and openly established between us all. So consider this, our official act of declaring rebellion against the Empire. You may break across us like waves, but we will stand firm like a cliff face, only eroding over millions of years. You will find nothing weakness here. We shall strike strong and true.
Gwendolyn, claps enthusiastically, even though she knows...
And know this, good sir, should you try and strike us down, you will find nothing but heated resistance. And while you fight your enemies in the... he holds up his left and right hands, in the east, we shall strike at you like an iron hammer from the west, and you will know nothing but fear and anguish and blood.
I was afraid you would say something of the like with your silver tongue. Please know that it will be sad to crush you, Chester. You put such good literary works out into them.
And good sir, I will do you the favor of eviscerating you in my latest fiction. Our battles and tribulations shall be recorded with pen, regardless of the victor.
He looks around at the conservatory as if he's studying it, and you see one eye fall upon a pillar, and then an eye upon another. He nods and leaves. Or goes to leave.
Chester turns around to everyone else. I think that went quite well.
I mean...
It went fucking terribly. You didn't kill him.
Sorry, sweet Xerxil. Of course, sweet Xerxil. Next time.
Before you leave, just a general question.
Yes.
In these 6 weeks, we've killed two Gorgons, a pretty large number of Inquisitors, and nearly an entire tribe of UNT. an ice dragon, a beholder, and the seer, and some other a giant spider creature. Why do you think you are gonna win?
For one, I would like to say that the God King sends his thanks for dealing with his mother. Now that was a deed worthy of you being forgiven. If you would only but accept.
I mean, he did nuke a town. Look, it's not a...
You mean Thebo?
Oh, yeah.
They are traitors, all.
But I didn't think the children in Thebo necessarily betrayed anyone. I think they were just playing with toys instead.
Spawn of traitors.
I don't think that's fair. Also, he's sort of been harboring the ancient enemy of my tribe for multiple years.
I tell you what's not fair, dwarf. Fair is not the Revenant killing his loved wife, stealing her soul from him. His sadness and depression knows no bounds after Methuselah's death. The city mourns.
Yeah, but I don't really give a shit.
In retaliation, he did only what he needed to do. He wiped them. Face of this continent.
But no. Just look at it. It's a mathematical question, really. One death, an entire fucking town. And I know we have no leg to stand on here because Chester has just recently...
And in 100 years, that town has rebelled against us dozens of times, killing many people in the process.
Have you thought about, just, not having them in the Empire?
Do you know how an empire works, dwarf?
Well, apparently you just kill everyone you don't like.
Having one piece missing weakens the structure. You are all fools, and I cannot wait to eviscerate your corpses.
Well, he's fucking wrong, isn't he? An empire don't work like a jigsaw, mate. It works on fucking fear. And when we take it apart, it just so happens that fear goes in a different direction, doesn't it? So, I'm sorry if the shoe fucking fits. Now piss off.
Well, the invite to parley still extends to you for this day. Lord Gravewarden would like to speak to you all in person, but if you do not attend, he will take that in the way he will. Goodbye.
I'll do it, but if he has Cocoa Pops, I'll piss in him.
If we go and speak to him, we can just leave afterwards again, right? This is sort of neutral ground.
Of course. He is not a cur like the Ironblood here.
Your vain attempts at insults are, well, not impressive in any way.
You killed his son. And not only did you kill his son, but you disposed of the body in the most heinous way. He is unable to bury his loved one, nor unable to resurrect him if needs be. And he extends honorable courtesy to you, his enemy. You should all be ashamed of yourselves.
Mm-hmm.
My notebook's out. The winged twat speaks. He sounds like 1,000 grating chalkboards and 1,000 dying cats.
Goodbye! He goes to walk away and then climbs up what looks like some of the steps and then flies off into the air.
Well, that went well, didn't it?
I enjoyed the bits where he said about the God King crying over his bitch wife.
Of course, Sweet Xerxil. Anything for you, Sweet Xerxil.
I am very happy. I let Chester speak and didn't ask you to speak, Xerxil.
I'm sure Xerxil isn't fucking following him with a fucking fireball.
So I guess we'll talk to the Grave Warden guy.
Yeah.
I think it would go most similarly to this conversation, but why not?
Just as a heads up, Grildar has met him before several times. I mean, about 30 sessions ago, Grildar partook in a meeting with him. He was there when, of course, El Diablo was choked out by the God King at that meeting. Hassim, the Grave Wardens and the Iron Plaza always had quite a close relationship. But of course, Grildar kind of destroyed that when he didn't take his son hostage, but drowned him instead.
I do remember that.
Yeah, you do.
Okay.
Whose fault was that, really?
I mean, everyone tried to stop you. I mean, this might be going completely different. This meeting might be going completely different if you'd had his son as a hostage.
I shouldn't be fucking spying on us, then, should he?
May I make a suggestion? What if we can somehow replicate the arcane effect the telescope does when it fires, to make it appear as we have fixed it in a way that we can fire more than once?
Just as
then have a bargaining chip again.
Just as a mean GM, I'd like to say that you did once have the ability to do that, but you let it sink to the bottom of the ocean.
Oh, it was the arrow, yeah?
Yeah.
Let it sink.
I mean... Anyway, continue. Sorry, I just thought it'd be mean.
Anna, is there any way we can just dump a lot of magic into the thing, so just that it replicates the...
Xerxil, dump a lot of magic. That's not how magic works.
Okay, sure. I don't want it to fire again. I just want to have the effect go around again that it looks like we fired it again.
I have no idea how to go about doing that.
Okay, so we can't do that. Do we have any other... Do we have any other bargaining chip that can make the dude stand down and surrender?
Yeah, it's not happening, mate.
Because if we don't, we are really just going there so Chester can insult another person.
Well, you could just go there and kill him.
Yes.
But we can't just kill someone on parlay grounds.
No, I've already flown over there.
Yeah, but we can't just kill someone while we're there to negotiate.
She literally just begins drawing the layout of their fortress and goes, "Here you go."
It is dishonorable.
Oh, really? Really? I didn't think that was a care for you all.
Well, no, because the others don't give a shit, but...
Oh, sorry, Gwendef. I just thought you were part of this pirate crew and didn't really care.
Oh, look, we're not pirates, and Gwendef looks at George and shakes her head.
Yeah, he's getting fucking smashed. He's just...
You don't...
But George is getting fat.
Xerxil...
rippling orcabs.
We are in this whole issue because Grilda, which I advised against it, did the dishonorable thing and drown a hostage. So maybe we should stop doing that sort of thing. Macro, you're with me, right?
Yeah. I just don't feel like we should be meeting with him again. I don't know what's going to come of it, to be fair. Unless we have actually something that we want to achieve by the end of it, I feel like just curving that swerve might be an idea.
Why don't you do a distraction for me and Grilda?
I feel like if we do a distraction whilst we're there, we die.
No, you'll just be there, and then he'll have him there, his guards will be there, and that makes it easy for me and Grilda.
To blow up the ship.
Well, first, Grilda wants to get the other ship, and then I blow up the ship. I'll give you a signal or something, it's okay.
As long as you blow up the ship after we leave the parlay grounds and tell them the war is now on.
Okay, as long as you leave the ship when I give the signal.
Okay. Because then it's not dishonorable, right? Right, Macra? That makes it fine.
I feel like we're being too honourable at that point.
No. That's exactly the amount of honor I want.
Right.
Okay, so let me get it straight. The plan is for Grildar and Xerxil to go on their own little SEAL Team Xerxil mission.
SEAL Team Zad.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't combine Grildar and Xerxil. Zildar. SEAL Team Zildar. And then you've got Chester, Macra, and Gwendeth going to the Flotilla Market.
To negotiate.
To negotiate. Is this what everyone's agreed on?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I think it's very good to not have Grilda, the man who killed his son,
turn on
with us. Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't going to go to the meeting. That wasn't going to go well, was it?
Alright, so also, is there anything anyone need to do before this meeting? Or what time would you like to go? Just let me know what's going on.
When are the lizard folk gonna come by?
Waiting for the lizard folk to come
later
tonight.
this evening, wasn't it?
I thought we were already in the evening. Oh no, we're having breakfast, you said, didn't we?
But we
it's
only have
lunch now,
today left to negotiate
Mhm.
with the party. So we should go now and then have the Sia guards just keep the lizard folk happy while if they show up before we're back.
Alright. So you're going there now? Is Xerxil and Grildar ready?
Are you prepared?
I wanna.
How's
Well,
the sack?
Yeah.
I would have. I want to at least have one practice session swimming around as. Well, I don't know if there's native dolphins or something, but something which is a native kind of fast fish around here.
Sure.
I imagine one of them big
Tuna.
lizards that are good at swimming. One of them.
Yeah, okay. So at some point during the early afternoon, Anna takes you down to the swamp and polymorphs you into a dolphin.
Cool.
And
So I'll start practicing to swim as a dolphin.
yeah, and as you do, she's like shooing off lizard folk with tridents. But a big tuna! And then she's like, no! Like shooing them off. Yeah, you get the hang of it. Xerxil, I need
Wouldn't you want to be like a creature that could swim and climb? Because you want to climb onto the ship.
I don't want to climb onto the ship. I want to attune to.
You just want to be close to the ship, right?
I just want to go and
Oh,
attune
you not
to
helping
the river.
Xerxil plant the delayed fireball onto the big ship then? No.
I don't think he even knows about it.
No.
It's going on a suicide mission.
Yeah. Alright, so Xerxil, I need you to make a general dex check, but with advantage because you had tons of help.
Oh,
No, he got advantage, so he got 17. That was close.
I was gonna say, Groda would just be like,
Yeah. Alright, so you're getting used to it. You are getting used to it, Grildar. It is quite easy. Once you're in the polymorph form, it seems to come naturally, instinct.
Okay.
Alright, so as a group, Chester leading Gwendeth and Macra heads down to the flotilla market while...
Wait.
Go ahead.
Macra, I need your help first.
Alright, go on then.
Gotta tie this to my back.
Right.
Make sure it doesn't come off. But don't crash me.
Right, but not crush you. Right, okay. Let's give this a go. I give up after 30 seconds because he doesn't really know tie notes and get to fix her on it because he imagines she's quite good at it.
Yeah, let me look at her character sheet so she can...
Being a rogue and all.
Yeah, characters, Curtis, Fixer.
Yeah. You tie, and then you do the pulling to make it tight.
Yeah.
She rolled a natural 20.
oh Jesus, it's never coming off.
No, it's perfect. And she even does it into a bow at the top. And goes, Xerxil, if you want to let it go, you just pull this tag.
Okay, thank you.
No problem.
Alright, Zuck's already.
God, her manners are coming on. These Seer guys are a lot better than Viv.
Yep. Viv and Darioso have vanished, by the way, Grildar.
Okay.
They kind of got... She got chastised, and then Darioso was forced to leave with her when the group were like, no, we don't trust you anymore.
Yep. Sure.
Okay, so... Anna heads down to the water with Xerxil and Grildar. Tell me what you both do.
Well, I want to swim to the boat and start shooting to it.
Okie dokie. I need you to make a stealth check with the stats of a dolphin.
I'm gonna head to the other boat, but I'll keep eye out for you. And take this.
I'll first cast Fly on myself.
Ah, okay. Oh, you're using the rod.
I am using the rod. And then I'll upcast Invisibility.
Invisibly flying. Pretty fucking stealthy.
Hmm?
Yeah. And I'll give Invisibility to Grildar as well.
Alright.
What's that? So 3 concentration you can have that?
No, 2.
Oh no.
No, because it's an upcast
So invisibility on
yeah.
two
invisibility, so it only counts as one.
Even multiple people can't, yeah, I forgot about
people. Is anyone like listening under the water?
No, but as you approach, and you're swimming quite fast towards the flotilla market, you can see that they've posted guards, a lot of guards, along the edge of the dock. There's like loads of them with long rifles, like the typical hound guards. And you've also got some old ramparts that have sunken into the water in the dock. You see that they've set up helipolis and ballista. And you see there are Eagle Inquisitors, and the Eagle Inquisitors, you know from previous experience, have a sharp eye. However, you are invisible, so you get advantage.
I mean, advantage on them not seeing me? That's what I was asking. Like, what are they going to do? Are they going to hear me?
You need to make a perception check.
Invisible dolphin. Do you recognise
Perception
check?
I meant stealth, sorry, but I was coming for that next, but remember, you would have used the dolphins, so...
Yeah, I have no idea what the dolphins is.
We're a dolphin.
1 moment.
And
6+7.
it should be no disadvantage, but advantage instead, right?
Yep.
Since armor doesn't matter.
So the actual roll was a 6, was it?
Yeah. So a 9 plus whatever.
Dolphin. There's a +3.
Yeah, so the same. So it's a 9.
Yeah, alright, it's fine. Alright, so as you're swimming past, you notice, with your perception check, all of the old ancient architecture beneath you. As you're swimming through Grildar, you see like the remnants and the outlines of tons of ruins down there, like dangling between like overgrown reefs, and you see like gaps, grates leading down into what looks like an underwater city around here. And as you approach the Zephyr, you hear in your head, "You are back.
That I am.
Let's begin."
I've left you for another dwarf.
Okay, so the rest of you are approaching while Xerxil, you're
Heading to the ship.
okie dokie. Well,
The big ship.
I'm about to move you to the map that I made for the Flotilla Market where they are. Bearing in mind, the map is massive, so I'm apologising in advance if anyone starts to lag, okay?
Cool.
I just realised us three are going to have a meeting with him. In the background, his ship's going to blow up. I feel like we might die if he's there with all of his guard.
But he also might die.
It's true.
So these three are there. Grildar's not on the map. He's off doing his thing about 500 feet to the east. And Xerxil is in the water, I'm assuming.
Oh, look at this battle map.
no
Look at all
idea
the work Liam put into this.
I did, and you know.
I can't see anything. Have I got no start?
I'm very happy now we didn't just
Go
take
down
the
to the
let's
bottom
flee
right.
options.
Bottom right.
What was that, Curtis? Sorry?
So I couldn't see anything, but
And what was that, Rocket? Sorry.
I'm there now.
I was telling him how to see things.
Oh, okay. So, Xerxil, you're technically in the upper left of this map where the ship is. Like, as far left as you can go.
Get there.
Okay. Can I be there?
Yeah, give me a second. I'm going to copy-paste you, because dragging you is just going to be effort.
Okay.
The ship is literally only, like, the top corner. Like, the ship, obviously, you can see, if you go up to the top left...
Yeah, I'm there.
Yeah, you can see that is where the ship is, but of course I haven't mapped the entire ship. I wish I had now, but I didn't know your plan. But you can, but you can see the lords there. So yeah.
Cool. Thank you.
All right. So as you approach, yeah, I did put a lot of work into this map, but you know.
Cheers, Paul. Could we possibly retroactively say that we brought some of Chester's militia? Not like a lot, but just
yeah,
like
but
a little bit on a guard.
Yeah, the hobgoblin captain and a couple of bugbears. Yeah.
Sweet.
All right, so you guys can approach if you want. You can take any way. There's multiple ways if you want to go a different area. But you can't see into the fort currently. Macrock, Gwendef, Chester, you're all on the map. You can move.
Why did you tell us to meet him?
Inside.
Where are we? Can't see
Wait,
it.
this is like an army base at the edge of
No,
the...
oh, sorry, I couldn't see us on the map. No, I can.
Yeah,
But this doesn't represent the boat. This is just at the door.
No, I was like, yeah, I knew where we were, like, in game. I just didn't know where we were tile-wise.
Are we sure we all won't go inside?
Well, let's hope they aren't as fucked up morally as Grildar and won't just betray us the second we enter.
Just listen out for the rains of Castamere. As soon as it plays, we make a dash.
And maybe fucking put it on.
What does that mean, Chester?
Nothing. Just metagaming. Sorry.
Okay, so as you approach, a human male dressed in chainmail walks up across the bridge, and you see all of it's haphazard, just like everything in the flotilla market. It's just planks of wood placed haphazardly to create bridges and pathways. Hello there. I'm assuming you're here to meet with the Lord Grave Warden.
Yes, we've been formally invited, and I would just like you to again tell me that we are on parley grounds, that you won't shoot us once we're inside.
You are on parley grounds. There is no need to worry.
Just making sure.
Alright, so as you approach, he goes, follow me. Means
Excellent.
leading you across the bridge between an Inquisitor and a guard, and you look to your left and you see a Helipolis trained upon you. A ballista to your left. An Inquisitor and a crew aiming it down at you.
Seems slightly excessive.
Exactly. I would
I'm
be
feeling
favorably
kinda-
about this.
It's kind of flattering what they are.
Well,
You know.
there is that.
Follow.
But if you think
Actually,
about it, to them, we have proved ourselves time and time again to be worthy adversaries. In a sense.
Well, we've also helped them a lot, so I've...
It's a little confusing for them, of course, but I would train a ballista on us easy.
As you approach these guards, they all kind of stop talking amongst themselves. The one in the far distance spits to the ground as you walk past.
Good day. Perhaps you've heard of me.
Fuck off.
I'm sure.
You, good sir, shall be written about most unfavorably.
How do you write about them if you don't know their name, Chester?
Good point.
He'll
Go
know it's
ahead.
him.
I'll make up one, and it'll be disgusting.
Okay, so Gwendef, as you walk through here, can you make a perception check?
Oh yeah, sure. It's fantastic that Gwendef gets to make these. Oh, 14. That's not that bad.
Alright, so to the south here, you notice there's a group of lizard folk all milling around, eating. One of them looks important. One would say he looks quite mighty.
Oh, fantastic.
What
Right here.
fucking bitch.
Gwendef tips a hat to him.
Wait! And he comes running over. Stops, and the captain goes, Chucks, these are to meet with the Lord Grave One straight away. And he goes, get the fuck out of the way, I want to speak to the dwarf. And the captain bows and stands aside. And he walks forward.
I see you have received my message.
Yeah. So you're the one that Relsu said to meet me.
That is correct.
He leans in and goes, what you got to offer?
Your continued control of this area without being murdered by the God King's men?
Well, he invited us in.
Yeah, so you're gonna take the pardon?
I took it already.
Oh. So you're completely okay with the future being told what to do by the God King?
Ah, well, we made a deal, didn't we? Right. The snaky bitch.
Mm.
And the other one, the wise. They're all about autonomy. But who gives a shit? The kid God King ain't gonna come here. You take the pardon and they fuck off.
Well, the thing is, we have a lizard folk party member, and the God King came to their swamp. And they were on relatively friendly terms, and the God King murdered everyone.
Make a persuasion check.
Okay, this is where I actually use inspiration.
Yeah, this is where we feel like we need Chester. Should have been having this conversation, but there you are.
Oh. Nope.
Hey.
He like, why do I care about him?
No, that's a fair assessment of the situation. Look, you'll see which one is the strong side soon enough, and then you can make your decision.
And he walks off. Good luck. So as you guys are walking across these squeaky planks, you're finding that below you, where the sea hits the palisade, and then kind of like filters through, it's become a muddy, churning brown water mess. And you notice that the soldiers obviously are just throwing their slops and their crap into this as well. You see that some of the lizard folk are even reaching down and clawing some of the crap out of the brown water and eating it. So as you walk through, the captain goes, "Are you done reminiscing with a friend?"
Lead the way, good sir.
Gwenda
here was just trying out her speechcraft skills.
You see
I guess that was all then draconic, so they wouldn't really know what was being done.
To your north here, you see that there's a siege tower of sorts. It's been just like, looks like rolled off the ship into the water.
They really do have a badass ship, don't they?
But they do.
As you approach here, all your breaths catch as you realise one of those scorpion golems is being repaired by one of the Inquisitors. One of these. You fought one earlier.
I do remember
alongside
that.
the simulacrum.
The one that has tits for eyes.
Yep. And he walks you up towards this plank where you see it's old, rotten nearly, and you're nearly sinking into the muck and mire. And he walks towards Hassim, grave warding, who's sat behind a desk, and he shoos off some of the people lined up for a pardon, and then goes, we have visitors. Shoo. Thank you, Captain. Usher them forward. Bring them chairs. And some stools are brought forward for you three. I see Gildar has not deigned to come.
We felt like it would sour the mood a bit.
Probably. But I did wish to look into his eyes and ask him why he murdered his friend, my son.
I mean, that is a question all of us ask ourselves a lot.
Okay then. Take a seat. Alright, so we go over to Xerxil. Xerxil, as you're approaching the
God, I hope we go away from this place before he blows that up or something.
Yeah, fuck
you can see the bottom of the ship with its barnacles and all of its sundries all kind of like littering the bottom from about 100 feet at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
So what would you like to do?
Well, I'm not a terrible person, so I know it takes an hour to attune to something.
Yeah.
So, gonna find out Xerxil's approximation of an hour. It's pretty bad. So, I'll give it about 40 minutes.
Give it about 40 minutes, okay. Alright, so I guess...
Still hour.
I guess the speech goes ahead then. Right, so all of you sat down with Hassim Gravewarden. Yeah, take part in some of the refreshments, and some of the Eagle Inquisitors bring forward wine, goblets, wooden goblets, mind, but it's a pleasure to finally meet you, Gwendeth.
Oh, the pleasure is all mine. We've heard a lot about you, and just so you know, you were very threatening being in the boat behind us.
My original plan was to crush you. I was going to seek the ship. No prisoners. You are proven resourceful. Very quick to get away from the Reaper, including killing a dozen Inquisitors of the Eagle. Impressive.
Thank you. Very sorry about your man.
No, don't apologize. Warriors never apologize. You survived. Now I'm here to give terms. The God King is still willing to accept, as long as you surrender. You are Bretonnian, Chester.
That I am.
You will not be allowed back to city. You will be allowed to leave, though. Maybe go back to Longinia. But if I'm to see you on the battlefield in future war, I will kill you.
Of course, good sir. I would expect nothing less.
Thanks for the follow, dude. Yes. It is a shame between our two nations that we are to be enemies. Your literature literally flood the marketplace at the moment. It's good stuff. Or a bit gaudy, if for my own tastes.
You are too kind, of course. Look out for the glossary of the next book. This little sit-down might be making let's say, a centerpiece.
I have a request of you all, though.
Sure.
For this to go ahead, for the God King to forgive everything you have done, meaning killing his simulacrum, and fostering rebellion, which is normally punishment by noose.
I want to just point out, we haven't been very successful at the whole rebellion thing, as you might have noticed.
Yes, I have noticed. But what I require of you is for you to divulge the location of my son's corpse. He is the only living grave warden here. You have killed him.
Well, I am very sorry about it, and I want to point out I was against doing it. So I'll help us gladly, even without anything in return.
If his soul has not fled his body, then I will be a happy man.
The thing is, his corpse was dumped over the edge of a boat.
I know.
Placed.
If you show me a sea map, I can point to, the general location we were at.
I would prefer you come with me.
You see, this is where we hit a little sticking point. You see, so far it's been quite reasonable, but if you think that me, myself, one as a Bretonian and two as a man, would like to take the pardon and or come with you anywhere, well, let me put it bluntly, I'd rather watch the dust cloud as the God King and the Methuselah still try to prove they can get horizontal.
Oh yeah, we're not yet to surrender.
So the smile does fade from his lips. I was afraid I would come across this famous silver tongue of Chester.
Yeah, we are not surrendering, but if you want to get out the sea map, we can do that first, because again, I am very sorry about that part, and even if we were to lose in the coming fight, I would like to reunite you and your son.
How far away from Mokhul were you? I saw on scrying that you were not far. Mokhul was in distance on horizon.
It was a few hours in, 2 to 3 hours from Mokhul. It was pretty much the first thing we did after setting sail.
His body did not wash ashore.
Okay, this is the cruel part. He was kinda tied to a lot of utensils that dragged him down to the seafloor.
What did you tie him to a cannon? Throw that off. That seems
No, it was everything Grilda had in his sack of folding. Now, the good news is, because we weighted him down with so much stuff, his body won't have moved, so he's still at the same part.
But it could have been consumed by creatures of the sea.
Well, I don't think they usually consume metal and ball bearings. And
no, he's saying the body might have been consumed, mate.
Oh, well, then you will probably need a stronger resurrection spell, but...
There's only one person I know that does them. And that takes time. She is a powerful cleric, but she lives on a different continent.
Wonder what her name is.
So, you're not here to surrender?
No, we came out of courtesy.
Oh, courtesy.
And to see if you wanted to surrender, we would accept any surrender, really. You can join our side.
You want me to surrender to you? Have you seen what you two are surrounded by?
May I, Gwendef, Macra? Will I have the floor for a moment?
Oh yeah, please take over. It's not going well, whatever I'm doing.
My good friend. Please, if I could have your ear for one moment, please.
Speak.
You see, we do not wish for your surrender out of any kind of bravado. You will find on the streets of Phobos an army by the likes of which you have never seen. You see, we have well defended ourselves, and it has been hidden quite carefully from your spies and your little ears in the city. You will find thousands of men ready to stand against you and your brethren.
Thousands of lizard folk?
And men, good sir, do not think that we are unaware of your eyes and ears in our small corner of the world. Do not think that we are so stupid as to not manipulate them.
He just blinks at you. You expect lizard folk, the barbarians here, to be able to defeat me?
I expect you, good sir, to have common sense. Your men are skilled, of that we have no doubt. You have already established that we, ourselves, are good and skilled. And in that, maybe we are equal and maybe we are not. But us, this rebellion, with thousands at our back, with you breaking yourselves against our walls, you will not succeed. And I urge you to reconsider. Take your ship now, while you can, and return with a greater force if you must. But not now. You could not possibly hope to succeed. Do it for your son, good sir.
Okay, make an intimidation check.
Intimidation? That's definitely...
No, that is very much intimidation.
Yeah.
There's got to be deception, surely.
No.
I worded it so carefully. Plus
No.
11 deception. Fuck's sake, I have to go with plus 8 intimidation.
Oh my god.
Chester never fails a roll. Alright, so he kind of like is taken aback and he says, "You really believe you can defeat the Reaper?"
Good sir. Sadly,
A famous man once said,
if it
"Come on,
were
baby."
merely us, our band of original rebels, perhaps we would falter and fall. But here, in this city, with the men we have at our back, I do not think you can possibly hope to succeed, no.
He shakes his head. He shrugs. "Even if I cannot, it does not matter. I feel like we were destined to fight this day, or till tomorrow, or this week. It will be concluded in near time."
Ah, well, fuck. Right then. Tell fucking Pinky and Perky and whoever fuckers just snuck up on us to fuck off. Otherwise, things will get nasty right here, right now.
He
You ever choked on your own dick? Because I can make you do that with magic, you know.
Gwendolyn just looks over, what the fuck?
What's wrong with you?
Bardsio. He says, "I would wash your tongue with some soap, Longinian. You are nothing but a foul creature. And the quicker our empire crushes yours, the better. Cannot wait to see your women and your men driven before us, crushed beneath heel."
Okay, I feel like there's very negative emotions
He
coming
stands
out on
up.
these parley grounds.
You! I'll let you leave and live, but him, points towards Chester, he is staying here.
Whoa. You can't both complain to us that we did the dishonorable thing and kill your son and then do exactly the same thing.
Honor went out of the porthole when you drowned my son.
Well, us three specifically didn't do it.
You didn't, no, but you are associated.
Right then. I still feel like we've got the bargaining chip of that. We know where your son was dropped off the ship.
And you, Bugbear, a veteran. What made you turn cloak?
I mean, not exactly signed up willing or anything, but there you are.
Excuse me?
You know the pretenses we all signed up for that war. We're all skinned.
He's speechless.
You offered food. You starved us out of our homelands. Don't start there. Right, but anyway.
Bugbears. Spits on the ground.
Just like, yeah, I agree with the sentiment.
You two can leave, but the bard, the troubadour, he stays.
Like we said, we know where your son's. Well, we dropped your son off ship. Let him leave, and then we'll still give you that information.
Name him prisoner of war. I don't care. Longinia is not leaving.
It's okay. It's fine. It will be for a good tale. I'll meet you back at the city. But tell the cult and the militia that I have stayed behind to bravely face the forces on my own.
Gwyneth kind of rips Chester. We can't quit now.
We're not quitting.
Right.
I feel like everything has gotten a bit tense because Chester as...
I'm just waiting for the explosion to happen.
Yeah, it's like,
that's what I'm waiting for as well. That's what I'm literally waiting. I'm like, Chester's tapping his foot on the floor like Morse code, like, hurry the fuck up, Xerxil.
Yeah, that's why Gwendolyn was like, we can't just leave now, they'll go back to the boat.
And of course there's the other matter of we have not yet discussed, and it could take us quite a while. Of course, good sir, I will stay here with you if
Well,
you
like,
need.
Xerxil and Grildar left ages ago to do the swimming. And you guys had to walk through the town. So really, you've only got to keep...
But Xerxil was gonna give us a signal. We have
Yeah.
not received the signal.
Like Xerxil, really, we're waiting, and you've got about 5 minutes left, and you can hear that some shouting up on the dock.
Cool. If I got 5 minutes, then I'll start making my way in.
Alright, now I need a stealth check from you.
All right.
Oh,
I have advantage.
He's
so
invisible.
it's-
Yeah.
Oh,
And I'm flying,
I'm
so I don't
flying.
really make a
so
sound
it's
either.
really-
Yep.
Nah.
Alright, so you... Pardon me? So you gently fly down. You notice that there are a lot of, like, crew members on the ship. Are you going down, or are you staying on deck? It's got
No, I'm going down.
Alright, so you climb down the main causeway, companionway, and as you reach the middle deck, you see there is cannons lining both aisles, like maybe 20 here on each side. And you see that the powder kegs are, of course, not kept there. You see there are...
I'll keep heading down.
Yeah. Alright, so you head down another level and you find quarters, like hammocks, beds on the floor, and it stinks of human filth here.
Mm-hmm.
There
The
is a-
gunpowder reserve on their ship's got to be fucking massive.
Mhm. There is another level that goes down. On the far end of these quarters, you can see through the dark, and you're like, weaving your way past sleeping men and men just waking up, going to the chamber pot. There are people cleaning and throwing their offal out, their crap out the porthole window. And as you're approaching the far end, there is a locked door at the far end. Big double door with a padlock.
In what way is it a padlock, is it?
Yeah.
Can I see through it all? Like, is there a gap in the door or anything?
There is a little bit of a gap in the door. Like, it's not perfect.
Okay. Can I see anything through it?
Make a perception check. Yeah. Yes, you can see stacked barrels, and then a trap door.
Anyone in there?
Peering through.
Anyone in there?
Yeah, there seems to be one guard sitting on a stool in front of the trapdoor. He's a hound guard.
Okay. How far away is he?
About 10 feet at the moment. Meow.
Sorry, I'm mute.
Sorry. No, it's just... Yeah, the guard's a tabaxi. Fuck it.
What, you supposed to fuck the guard?
No, it's just because of the meowing. I just made him a tabaxi. That's-
Is there anyone in the area that I'm in presently?
Yeah, like about 30 people sleeping in hammocks on the ground, cleaning.
Okay. I want to misty step to somewhere behind a barrel or something, like out of his eye line. So whichever way he's facing, somewhere else.
Alright, so you misty step in. He seems to be dozing slightly, and then he opens the trap door at one point, looks in, and you can hear some murmuring. And he just says, "Shut up!" and then closes the trap door again.
Okay.
You can hear the rattling of chains below you as well. That's definitely audible.
I guess I'll pop up and geese him.
Okay. He gets a wisdom
just-
saving throw, yeah?
He does, yeah. Just in case, we'll increase it by 6.
I'm glad you did. Even though he's got +0, he rolled a 17.
Oh, that would have failed anyway.
Oh, well, it was close. But yeah, what do you say?
Yeah. I am your friend. You are to not harm me or shout out at my presence, and you will keep silent.
What the fuck? Hey! And before he can yell, can you roll 5d10?
I will do that when I can find the thing.
So much cooler if it fucking did more damage. Like, oh,
It kills him.
you
Cool.
yummy bastard.
He just immediately, like, he's got 18 health. He's a hound guard. Like, he's just a bog standard guard. He just stands up from the stall with his long rifle in hand, and he's like, what the fuck? Gah! And then just kind of falls down with a thump, blood coming from his nose and his ears.
Okay.
Well, that was a way to assassinate someone, Xerxil.
Can I have a peek down the trapdoor?
Yep.
Just a peek.
Yeah, okay, so it's confined quarters, and immediately filth, the smell of human filth comes up. And you see about 100 slaves chained to one another on each side of the rowing benches.
Mm-hmm.
And they're all kind of like in different positions, trying to sleep, but awkwardly because of the chains.
Sorry.
I'll shut the trapdoor.
Oh.
I'll place my barrel.
Right, you place the barrel. Oh, poor slaves.
Yeah. Poor slaves.
I was about to say they might be a good distraction to get yourself off the ship, but it's how you get them free, I guess. Maybe the guy's got a key on him.
Alright. Scroll out.
Mm-hmm.
Place a bead inside the barrel.
Alright, so as you're placing the bead inside the barrel, and you're doing it gently, and you cast the spell and place it in, ever so gently. Grildar. You're finished tuning to the Zephyr.
Okay. I will start very, very slowly. First of all, of course, I'll swim closer, and I'll start swimming underneath the Zephyr by like maybe 50 feet under or so I don't feel any of the current, but so that's there. And then start really slowly drifting the Zephyr out.
Yep.
Like to the point where it should be unnoticeable, you know, like when you're sitting in a train and you think, like, is it moving? And you need some time to consider whether it's moving or not.
I imagine it's not tied to the dock, because it's just a ship that just floats above the water. You don't need to worry about it floating away, do you? You know that just stays where it is, doesn't it?
It's a land ship.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm just going to start floating it away.
Yep. Alright, so, and you notice there is some...
Do I know... Can I dip her? As in...
No, that is not an action she can do.
Okay. But she can go pretty fast and then make a sharp turn, yeah?
She can, yes. Unlike other ships, she can turn faster. No, it's not like directly like that. It is kind of like it is more like she can turn a complete easterly or westerly direction over a period of a minute compared to 20 minutes.
10, 20, yeah. Okay.
That's still enough inertia to rip anything off the top of it off, though, I imagine, isn't it?
Huh?
Well, most things. You make it an athletics check, stay on.
Because there's no resistance, no water resistance. It's actually quite a smooth ride.
Yeah, but just the G-force will just make you go flying, right? That's the idea. That's what I'm going for.
You only go about 12 miles per hour.
Have you tried sitting in a car with no seatbelt, no car door, and you're sitting on the seat while someone takes a corner at 12
sorry.
miles an hour?
Alright, no, sorry. She travels at 6 miles per hour.
Nah, right, okay. Well, still.
So you're just taking the Zephyr out.
Yep, just very slowly taking the Zephyr out. That's it.
Alright, so as the Zephyr's being taken out, those of you in the meeting, Hassim stands and looks out into the sea and goes, "What is going on? This is a plan. You have tricked me."
But that is not completely true.
He points to the distance. And you see, you see the Zephyr slowly floating, like maybe 100 meters out.
Well, we haven't exactly tricked you because that boat was in custody with the Char, and really, you kind of came in when we had already had it back. So I wouldn't say we tricked you. It is our boat.
There is something afoul here. You two, you go. You may leave. But like I say, the Longinian stays.
No, I think we're gonna argue a bit now, because if you want to deal with this situation, I think you'll need all your men and you won't have time to start a fight with us, so we're taking Chester with us.
His eyes narrow. Anyway, Xerxil.
Anytime now.
You're lowering the orb. You finished lowering the orb.
Anytime now.
Yep. Oh, it's a pain in the ass because I really don't want to have to expend loads of spells because I'm sure we'll have to fight after this as well. But I don't suppose I can see through any planks outside, can I?
No, it's a very well built ship, as in the
thought
hull
it would be.
integrity is very well built.
Mm-hmm. Okay. What's the easiest way to do this? Fuck it, you know what? I might just go for a runner.
You're just gonna run.
I might do, yeah.
You're invisible still, aren't you? Oh no, that'd have broke,
No.
wouldn't you, when you gearsed him?
No, Gears isn't concentration.
No, but you cast a spell, it breaks him.
Yeah,
Casting a
can't-
spell is make sure.
Unless you're on greater invisibility.
Yeah. Bear with me one moment. Let me consult my familiars table and see if there's something that can dig me a hole.
Dig you a hole. Okay. Yeah, I do want to point out though, Xerxil, like how big this ship is. It's like a moving castle. You do realise like how, if we walk you through it, like this thing is just humongous compared to any ship you've ever been in.
Come back to me in 2 minutes.
Well, how about we take a 5-minute break quickly then?
That'll be perfect.
Ah.
Beautiful.
We'll be back in 5. Meow.
There's a cat.
The Tabaxi guard is on the case.
Alright, so Xerxil, we're with you, trying desperately to find a way out.
Yes, Xerxil had a bright spark moment. Stop being stupid for a second. Send Spook out through the wall.
Yeah, Spook. Spook's not invisible, is he? But you are in you are in the area with all the gunpowder at the moment.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So he gets sent out into the water. Or just outside. I don't know what height we're at.
Currently, the water level is below you.
Okay. Alright, so just to the outside. And then I will look through his vision. And Misty Step.
Ah.
Because I can now see the place that I want to teleport to.
Yeah, I see Misty Step out. How long can you hold the delayed blast fireball? Was it a minute?
A minute. 10 extra rounds, so an extra 10d6.
Alright, so that's 42d6.
Is that actually how it works?
Yep.
Okay.
Alright, and I start swimming.
You're gonna wanna.
I'm gonna swim. Where's my token gone? There. I guess if I come out there, say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Action 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I feel like
I'm about there.
Okay.
But maybe a little bit further out. Depends on which side I came out on.
Yeah, it would have been the north side, so you'd be further. I'd say you're about 50 foot to the north at the moment.
Yeah. I mean, I guess I can swim diagonally, so let's say I'm about
I imagine you can still fly,
Take
can't you? Oh no, flying. Not invisible is probably not very clever, is it?
Yeah.
Alright.
I suppose we're not actually in combat at the moment, are we?
We are not. So, yeah. So as you're swimming, the Hasim is like, what is going on here? Explain yourself!
Nothing is going on. I think you should still investigate and just let us go for now.
He clicks his fingers to the guards behind him, and they begin moving this way. Oh no.
Anyway, I think we aren't getting anywhere. Let's just...
I can see where you're going. On the map, I can see you climbing the ladder like...
Yep.
Oh my god, is that actually where you're going, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Fair enough.
Anyway, I think the negotiations are over, so we'll just leave and we'll see each other on the battlefield.
Right, you are. Good day. Let us away.
No, you are staying.
Ah, of course. I nearly forgot.
No, I feel like we agreed that Chester also...
This would have gone so well if he just didn't open his mouth.
Right. I think it is time that you two leave. You, Chester, we are going to be having words. Alright, At that moment, there's a resounding woof. Hey.
Parlay is over. When they've just said
Can you roll 42d6, please? And then count how many sixes you got and re-roll them again.
Okay, 1, 2, 3.
This
1, 2, 3,
is
4, 5, 6, 7.
And then what about all the rest of the barrels of gunpowder?
That's why they chain react. That's why he has to re-roll sixes again.
Fuck it now.
Another one.
There is a way to make things explode, by the way. Holy shit.
There was an animation on
176, I think.
Yep.
176 fire damage, upon which it becomes vulnerable to because it's from the inside. And you know what I need at that moment?
Initiative.
No, I need everyone to make a strength saving throw. That's right.
So we don't get knocked over by the massive explosion.
That's the move right there.
Yeah, and those of you...
Concussive force that's about to go on.
Yeah, so Gwen Death manages to stay on her feet with the exact DC.
Just in the parlay is over pose as a boat explode next to her.
Yeah, she just goes... Poof, your hair just goes up into the air. Warm wind of fire just goes past. Macro's actually knocked prone.
Oh my god.
Chester's knocked
plus
prone.
9 to that.
Life of the party.
I use life of the party as well.
Alright, I'm gonna get to rolling.
That's dreadful.
Hey guys, you know what I'm gonna need? Just so you know, Grildar, if you swam in dolphin form, you would be able to get here in 2.5 turns. If you weren't on the ship. the ship would take a while.
Yep. Well, I'm next to the ship, and we'll get to that later.
I feel like this may have turned out less honourable than Gwendeth wanted it to turn out, but you know.
Why did we do this whilst we were having a meeting with him? It was such a poor idea. We should have just been in the fucking observatory.
So it was distracted.
If only we still had the nuke as well. That would just be so glorious.
The initial plan was Xerxil gives us a message and we leave before it explodes.
Yeah, there was no signal clearly established, so Xerxil just decided not to give one.
So yeah.
That sounds like Xerxil.
Xerxil is just gonna go. Explosion with signal.
Yep.
Grildar, do you want to roll initiative as well?
Oh, sorry, yeah. No, being true there. Give me a sec. I think it won't work since I'm not on the map.
Sorry?
I'll put myself on the map so I can roll.
You are on the map. You're just on the very bottom right still, aren't you?
Oh, okay.
Whereabouts did you put yourself?
Very bottom right. So. Oh, I can control it. Come here, I'll move you all.
Yeah, move him somewhere near you guys so I can place...
We really didn't do well on the whole initiative thing, did we?
Who has the other racers again? Is it Macron?
No. I think it's Chester.
Okay, Chester, added the 8 to your initiative.
Oh, thank you. Be 1 moment.
Also, you can give yourself a long rest, of course.
Oh, yeah. I should probably do that. So my initiative is 29.
Yep. Well, not that I need to change it, but yeah. You were top anyway.
Just in case I was competing with the other 23.
Alright, so... I think that's everyone. Top of the round, Grildar, you see at that moment, from even where you are swimming beside, there's just this warmth, this redness appearing about 200 feet away from you. And it just rises up, and then suddenly around you, there's just debris. Just plonking into the sea. And from Xerxil, where you are, there is just a mushroom cloud appearing, just right in front of you, as the sails then just go and collapse in on themselves. The ship is not sunk, it has 80 hit points left. But it was enough to ruin it. It's not going anywhere. And the entire middle is collapsed in on itself, and it's got missing 2 out of 4 sails.
Most of the crew dead.
And it's on fire. Yeah, most of the crew dead. So, Grildar.
Yep.
Sweet.
How high would you reckon a dolphin can jump out of the water?
Let me quickly Google it. We'll do it in rules. Alright, so...
Hey, when you watch them do them shows, they do pretty fucking die.
Fuck yeah, they can jump... What's that?
Told.
My cat scratching a box.
Oh.
It's not me.
It can jump 15 feet.
Okay, so I want to jump out the water 15 feet up to the deck of the boat.
Yeah.
Then midair transform back into Grildar, grab one, and climb the rest of the way up.
Yep, okay.
Can he transform by himself? Doesn't...
Are we allowed to do that?
I think I'm going to allow you to be able to, like, cancel a polymorph if you are polymorphed. Why not? Like, if it's friendly, that is.
Yeah.
To be honest, you'd probably pop out from the full damage of landing on the deck.
Yeah.
just go face first, and it'll do like 3 damage, and it'll probably pop a dolphin.
So climb up the rest of the way. Do you need anything from me? Athletics or anything?
Well, I need to know what your plan is. If you're going to try, are you going to get there in the boat?
No, I'm talking about the Zephyr. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm planning to hop like the dolphin.
I get that.
Then climb up to the top of the boat. That's it.
But the Zephyr is going to take longer to get to us than the dolphin.
I'm not caring about getting to you. I want to get on top of the Zephyr.
Alright, cool. Yeah, you get on top of the Zephyr, and that is your action to climb up.
Is it? I'm pretty quick.
Yeah, actually, you've got quite good movement speed.
On my first turn of movement, I have 90 feet of movement.
I'd say you've got another 40 foot left then.
Okay. And there's guards everywhere, right? On the boat.
There's like 4 that are stunned completely. They're like just looking around. They don't even have their weapons drawn because like the rest of all just kind of dove off. One of them's like gone to where the wheel is, and he just look. And he go, there isn't a wheel. And then they see a dolphin flop out onto the deck, and they go, what the? And then you pop in. You've got a surprise round on them. I mean, they don't even. What the hell is this?
And then I'll send the Zephyr over here.
Okay, to this area. It's going to take 4 turns to get here.
Yep, that's okay.
Mm-hmm.
And is that an action to control the Zephyr, or is it was just mental, right?
Yeah, it's a mental action. Alright, so you do that.
Yeah, so is that my action, or is it just something I command her to do?
No, it's something that you can command, yeah. So just...
Okay. Yeah, and then I'll use my action to start fighting these guys.
Alright, cool.
So I'll run up to one of them and 4-star him in the face.
Alright, cool. Kills him. Just goes down in a...
Okay.
So you got 3 left.
Oh, did anyone die, by the way? I assume someone died.
Yeah, about 90 plus about 200 people.
Cool. That's
Hey,
good.
some
I'll
lot
swap
of
my
XP
temporary
that,
HP from killing something.
How calculating.
You definitely killed enemy morale.
Alright, so this Eagle Inquisitor here jumps towards Macra on the ground. Immediately goes to try to stab him while he's on the... Well, claw at him while he's on the ground. It hits. Anything you'd like to do?
Yeah, I guess I'll reaction him.
Alright, if you want.
Yeah, I guess I will. See if I've got the... Oh no, I'm not... Yeah, I got
Yeah,
18.
so... Alright, he hits you for 18 and you smack him back for 18.
Nice. Is that 18 after half?
Oh no, wait, you did...
No,
You haven't raged yet, but no, it did 16, sorry, not 18.
that only did 17 then, because I'm not raged. No. 15 that did, because I'm not raged.
Gwendef, this one charges at you. If only you were prone, it would have crit, but it did not. So you are struck across the face, blood instantly becoming warm and smearing into your gums, your teeth, as you fiercely growl back. You take 12 slashing damage.
Okay, yeah.
This one flies this way, lands, boof, thumps here, draws its short bow, fires at Gwendef. It goes wide, ricochets off your spolder. This one, up here, begins turning the ballista. And then goes, Lord Grave Warden, retreat! He can't fire.
Grab him, take him hostage!
The Icorians command the
Don't
Scorpion.
drown him.
They manage to dash and get here. Chester, it's your turn.
It is. What do I do?
You can stand up.
What do I do? I'm going to stand up. Is that an action?
No, it takes half your movement.
Can we just say, oh, your daily reminder, it's fucking bullshit, it's going to cost me 20 feet of movement to stand up?
And if I move here, he's going to get an attack, isn't he?
Which one? Asim?
Yeah.
You think he might, but he doesn't seem to have any weapon on him.
Doesn't he?
No, he doesn't have a single weapon.
Well, I'd like him to go for a swim.
What are you doing? Monkey see, monkey do.
Yep.
What are you doing? What are you...
Go for a swim.
Take a swim.
Oh, suggestion.
See if you can find your son.
Go find your son.
What's your spell save DC?
It is... Pardon me, hang on. This thing's so slow. Sorry.
Sorry.
17.
I'm afraid he passes.
Alas.
That would have been fantastic if that had worked.
I thought it might be worth a shot.
He rolled a 17, I'm afraid.
Aye, spells don't work on him. Remember that. And I'll say that to Gwendeth.
Alright.
End my turn.
Alright. At that
And
moment...
Gwendeth has an explainer.
Yeah, and at that moment, the Scorpion Golem turns. Botches. As he goes to fire its Gatling cannons on its claws, they just fail. And then it just crushes into the water and begins moving towards you all. Macra. assuming you stand.
Yeah, stand. He's 20 feet. Bullshit. And then I rage. That is what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm. So you grow double the size, yeah?
Yep. Sorry, how much damage did I take last round? I forgot to do it.
16.
And then I guess I kind of step here. Taking people hostage doesn't work in this game, but I'm going to try my best. I'll take the 2 attack of opportunities off them too.
Okay. 1 hits for 14, half to 7.
I won't use my reaction to hit him back. I might again in a minute. Yeah, I guess I'm just grabbing him.
Alright, so I guess a contested check.
27.
Yeah, you easily grapple him.
Stand back or he gets it.
Kill them all!
Okay, I could start moving this way. I mean, what did I move from there? I've gone 1, 2, 3 to here, so I guess I've got another 5 foot movements. I'll just slowly start going this way with him.
Okay, he's shouting, "Do not worry about me! Kill them all!" Right.
I am my go.
Okay, Xerxil, you're up.
All right.
If we shouted that, I could have killed. I could have swung at him.
Spook's gonna head over to this little flyboy.
Oh, yep, cool.
Distract him a little bit by hopefully slapping him around the face.
Yeah, it's a good hit. Yep, he's definitely got his attention. The other one is the one sitting on the ballista, but this guy's like giving the orders.
As much. So I will geese the guy on the scorpion bolt.
What do you say?
I can't remember the guy. Kill Grave Warden and then kill all your friends.
So if he doesn't attack people, he dies. That's hilarious.
Yep. How much does he value his own life over others? Let's find out.
That's fair enough. In the distance, you see the lizard folk are just kind of like, what the fuck? They don't make an action at the moment. Gwendef.
Gwendef sees this in action and loudly screams, "Pick your side, Chug!" And then casts Goat no Jutsu.
Oh no, the goats. Goat no Jutsu. Did you just fucking... How many goats is it?
I get 4 goats. 1. Oh, I love this spell so much.
Oh fuck! I should have started drowning the guy in the water. He's gonna be a spellcaster. I could have stopped him doing verbal component. Just didn't think this through at all.
Goats have been summoned.
To fight. We were under parley.
Do you want to roll initiative for the goatees?
I am rolling initiative. I just have to get the sheet open. Oh, I love this spell so much. This one spell makes.
For the goatees, do they have beards?
They do.
Yeah.
They look.
It gives me an error when I roll, but they have +0, so just let me. Oh, I have to select the goat token, right? There we go. No, still gives me a syntax error. Let me just roll with a d20.
How much do they
1.
have?
They start at initiative 1.
Oh, that saves me a lot of effort. Oh, anything else, Gwendef?
Oh, Gwendef moves 1 square to the right.
Alright, cool. The captain immediately orders all of the long riflemen to fire with his order to attack ability, and bang, 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 bang! Loads of long rifles go off. Oh no! I don't know if that works on the one that's gearsed. I'll read it again because that could literally. Each creature.
Perfect.
Oh, of his choice. I have to be friendly.
Dawn, fire.
Okay, so one of the long rifles strikes one of the goats for 13 piercing.
Which goat specifically?
This one. And then the one that you have commanded with the gear, Xerxil, turns around and shoots the ankle out of the guy, the Eagle Inquisitor. And he's like, I can't help it, Captain! Manages to do 12 damage. And then a bullet hits Chester in the waist for 11.
Ow. God damn it. Yep.
One moment. And then he rushes forward, cuts the goat down, kills it. I'll delete it for you.
Which goat?
This one.
Oh no!
And then he just moves 1, 2, 3 straight into the range with Gwendeth. Alright, so end of his go. The marksman next to you, Gwendeth, tries to run away. Get out of range of you if you want to take an attack opportunity.
Nah.
Right, he moves back and then fires at you.
Did he go up from being prone?
Yeah. Just assume that everyone that had fallen over, all the gal, they get up. That icon is just to represent that he has a rifle currently.
Okay.
You are hit for 11 piercing damage as the bullet discharges and gun discharges.
This is actually pretty bad. Let's see if I make the con save. Yeah. Okay, the goats are still.
We're actually in a fair bit of trouble here.
Oh yeah, massively.
Gwyneth has already taken
Chester,
alpha damage.
2 guards running with spears, attempting to stab you. They both miss.
Nice.
This one attacks the goat. I mean, the goat did come out of nowhere. The goat takes a total of 12 damage. I'll minus it for you. Yeah, you did it. Alright, so the end of the guards. Then Hassim, who is fighting Makra, manages to struggle round in your grasp, Makra, and begins muttering underneath his breath.
Why is there not sword around in this dickhead?
I need you to make a con save, and the goat as well behind you. You fail. So I'm assuming the goat.
Plus 8 to that.
I'm sorry. What did you need from the goat?
Just a con save.
Goat con
sheet. But it's the con. It has +1 in con. Let's see.
Okay. So as Hassim turns around, places a palm against your stomach, and begins muttering, a cone of coal bursts out of his hand. The goat dies, is just frozen and pops, and Makra, you take 36 cold damage.
Not gonna lie, we've already lost a fair amount of goats.
Gear's not half so effective as
Alright,
last time.
so goat's turn.
Well, I only have 2 more goats, so this goat charges this dude here. What is it? Ram. An 18.
That's a hit.
So it takes an extra 2d4 bludgeoning damage because it got to charge. 4, and then he has to make a strength saving throw or be knocked prone.
Don't worry about it, because the goat impales him on the horns.
Oh, fuck me, this dude just got a goat.
Well, they're guards, they're town guards, like they literally have the stats of guards from the monster manual.
Then this dude is gonna meet another goat. Just an 8.
Yeah, he manages to dodge out the way.
Okay.
Alright, Grildar, up on deck. They've now realised you are somebody hostile, and one in the back with a crossbow goes, "That's Iron Blood! That's Iron Blood!" And they all just draw their scimitars, and they've all got wicker shields. It's your turn.
Yep. I'll force start the next one.
Alright. Yep. And it hits him in the gut, and he looks down and goes, "No!" And kind of like topples over the balustrade into the sea.
Good.
However, one rushes forward, you manage to block, but then the crossbow discharges, and an arrow sinks into your side for 5.
Okay.
It's quite a light wound, seems to scratch across the surface and ricochet off the armor. That's those guards' turn. Alright. So after that, Xerxil.
And of course, move the boat closer.
Yeah. So you've got 2 more rounds. The Eagle Inquisitor turns around and goes, "Traitor!" and begins attacking his guard, the one that you'd geared. Yeah, and then we'll use a key point to flurry of blows. Cuts him across the stomach, fails to hit on the second one, but then crits, grabs him by that head and then slits his throat with a claw, and then boots him back, and he goes over your head off of the ladder and falls into the sea. And he goes, stupid, and sees the ghost. Where did you come from? And then goes to take a fighting stance. Alright. These two here. This one runs here. Doesn't give... Chester.
Yeah.
These two here.
Yeah.
Begin casting spells. Would you like to stop any of them? Or just go for it?
They look nasty. Do I recognise anything?
You recognise them. They look like signed headshots.
How dare they? They're uninvited.
Alright, so one of them fails, but the other goes through.
Yeah.
Yeah, you take a total of 9 damage, 9 force damage. They hit you.
Huh. Inferior press.
One moment. Gwendef, you are harried from both sides as these Eagle Inquisitors begin clawing you, using flurry of blows as well. Just trying to get at you. Some of your armor absorbs quite a lot of them, but 2 managed to get through for a total of 25 piercing.
Fuck me. Starting, Gwendef has already lost half her hit points. We're on round 2. Here's the con save. Yep, codes are still here.
Alright, Chester, you're up.
Okay. Does anyone want to go part raptor?
I feel like you.
Or should I save it?
For Gwendef,
I think we should wait till we're lower on hit points for.
wait till we're very low on hit point.
Because that's like an emergency big burst of healing, isn't it?
Yeah, this is it. Let me show you how it's done then. Actually, no, hang on. Ooh, no. Yeah, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to pop an Osiris candle.
Oh, what are you using?
Oh.
It's fairly unimaginative, to be fair, because I am going to lightning bolt right down the middle here. I can't remember how much I roll though.
It's 86.
That's it. Oh,
What the hell?
nice-oo.
Alright, so this
lightning bolt.
This one here is damaged. Literally, lightning bolt hits him completely. The scorpion golem fails its save, but it is resistant to lightning, so it takes half anyway.
What? He's a metal piece of shit.
Yeah, and he runs on lightning.
Oh, for God's sake.
Well, you can get overcharged.
He's not
Like
overcharged.
Pikachu.
Alright, Chester, you did 20 damage to it.
Nice. What about this dude here?
Or this one.
No, that one.
Oh yeah, crap, he's decimated. I forgot about him, I couldn't see him for a second there. Yep.
Ah, excellent. Get fucked.
Anything else?
Yep. I will explanabrag, and I'll just edit them in a second. I'll explanabrag Grildar. Haven't you got anything else in your repertoire? You might want to make it a bit more versatile.
Like 300 feet away.
Is he?
Yeah, he's just there so that you can see, basically.
Oh, okay.
Sorry,
in that case, I'll send it Macra's way.
Alright, cool.
Done.
Right, the scorpion golem, you see its tail rise up, lightning begin to fizz up and down it, and it shoots it straight at... Gonna go for a straight line there. So can Chester and Gwendef make dexterity saving throws, please? As well as the City Watch Captain. Who manages to pass, taking half.
18.
You pass.
Fuck's sake.
Fail, so a total of 27 lightning damage.
I'm fucked.
That's half for me, yeah? 13.
And then it engages with a goat.
Right. I'll do it like this. If you don't want me to, if you say it sounds like a bit too much to do, then I'll do it the long-winded way. But basically, I just want him. I want to be stood there, and I want him in the water to like on that square there. That makes sense.
You know, it's quite far down, right?
Oh, how far down is it?
About 5-10 feet. Like, no, it's like 5 feet to get down.
Ruins the plan massively. How tall am I now? 6.
You're about 12 feet tall.
Oh, so I could arguably be down there with him and still reach up here then, couldn't I?
Yeah. Come up to your, like, you know, waist.
Yeah, let's do that then. I'll go down with him then.
Mm-hmm.
Let's knock him prone first. So he gets a mouthful of shit water. 30.
Yep.
So he's prone, and then drag him on. Oh, I didn't mean to press that. Yeah, and then I'll be down there with him. Just got that one guy in my range. Actually, I'll let one of these magical little fucks up here instead.
These guys.
I'll say they'll drop me Goliath hammer before I drop down. I've just left the Goliath hammer on the wood. And then bastard sword. So I'm just got him pinned to the floor, drowning him, and then swinging up and fighting these with my sword.
Which one are you going for?
The closest one.
Alright, yeah, so as you swing out with a bastard sword, like, just randomly swinging out to, like, hit it, it hits him clean in the chest, and it goes deeper than you expect, a foot deep into his chest, opening his cavity. Blood sprays out all down your bastard sword, and he falls down, and he's like, ah! As he dies.
Nice.
Well, combined with Chester's lightning bolt, that ruined him.
That'll do.
Alright. Xerxil.
Let's have a spook slap.
Yeah, it does hit him.
And I'll head over to the edge here.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll peek over and send a little fireball down there.
Oh my god, where's the fireball going? Holy shit.
A little bit of fireball.
I think I can get...
Fuck.
let me just draw a shape. What is it? Like 1, 2, 3, 4...
20-foot radius.
I think it's like that. So it will go, if I can pick the thing up. There.
Nice.
Yeah.
Goat curry after the battle as well.
Yeah, I think the goat's dead, Adrian.
I'm gonna make it cold damage as well.
Make it cold damage.
Yeah, I feel like machines might have vulnerability to cold damage, maybe. If anything, it's going to be cold.
Alright, so you notice that the Eagle Inquisitor managed to dodge it completely. Taking no damage.
It's a dirty little monk.
Yeah, the Scorpion Golem, however, fails. Takes full damage from it. See parts of crystal ice forming on it.
Mm-hmm.
Is that the end of your turn?
Yep.
You hear from the other side of the encampment. They're gonna fucking die! You in for some plunder, boys? And you hear the lizard folk scream, and they dive into the muddy water. And begin attacking the people, well, swimming towards the turret, which has been turned on you. And Chucks and his boys, the other boys, begin heading westward, heading towards the guards that are rushing up towards you.
Let's go, lizard folk. They know how to join a right rebellion.
Alright, Gwendef.
Yeah, when it's convenient for them, the fuckers. Since any goat-based strategy has now failed, Gwendef is gonna go back to her, old shenanigans.
Mm-hmm.
That means this goat is gone because Zephyr Striker's concentrations, and I'm gonna skedaddle from this absolute hellhole.
You are being pummeled from all sides, yeah.
Then this dude gets arrows in the face.
Which one, sorry?
This one.
Alright, cool.
Nice.
This one with advantage. 23 for 29.
Yep, that hits.
Let's just do another one. A 21 for 21.
Nice.
Give me a second, I need to check something out.
Is that with the -5 as well?
Yeah, that's with the -5.
I need to quickly check a class feature.
Yeah. You can see if you can throw this fucker back at you.
He has to reduce the damage to 0 to do it. And it's only a d10 if I remember it right, so I don't think...
But you can reduce the damage, so he's going to use the reaction to do that.
Yeah, and if he reduces it to 0, he catches it and can throw it back.
Which he's not going to do.
I mean, it's unlikely.
So it still did 11 damage. Yep, so the arrow, he tries to catch it, slips between his fingers, and embeds deep into his shoulder.
11 damage. How is 21 minus 5 11?
Or plus his dex.
Oh, okay.
So-
I don't know how the feature works. I don't have to play the monk.
Yeah, never mind. Is that the end of your turn?
That is the end of my turn. Does he look a bit battered now? Or...
Yes. One would say he looks bloodied.
Okay, wonderful.
Alright, this City Watch captain moves past this down here, moves past. Sees Makra basically trying to drown his lord.
He's going out like his son. Oof.
Oh my god, we are such horrible people. Oh!
He is terrible, but he does manage to hit with one of the rapier strikes. No, it doesn't. You got 18 AC, right?
Yes.
So he misses with all. No, he misses with 2 and stabs you with a dagger for 2 piercing.
Is that after reduced?
Yeah, I've reduced it already.
Hang on, where's the matey gone?
Where's the what? Sorry,
What's his face? The main guy.
he's underneath
Oh,
Makra.
sort of like sat on his head.
Oh, right.
around
Cool.
him.
Makra, can you also, as he attacks with the dagger, he reaches in and attempts to disarm you. Can you make a strength saving throw, please?
Is it a saving throw or can
Just-
compete in athletics?
That's what it says on the monster stat. It says,
Oh, right, it's a monster built. I thought you were going for a grapple.
yep, he is unable to do that. Let me see if there are any left. Yep. Right, so they running up here. Moving this way. Two of these guys actually get one of the marksmen is actually going to take 2 shots with disadvantage. Wow, fucking hell. Well, lucky he didn't crit, but he still hit. So 1 discharges and a bullet ricochets off of the ground right near Chester. But the next one sinks into Makrar's shoulder for 9.5 to 4 piercing.
Bastard.
These guards are running away from the lizard folk as they run up. That one actually managed to get Helipolis discharged. Alright, let's see if it goes off. Makra, can you make a strength saving throw?
Shit.
Nice. Alright, so you are... Why didn't the damage go? Alright, one moment, let me roll it. So, well, it wasn't that much. Alright, so what you hear, a massive twang as a 10-foot arrow streaks, hits you in the shoulder, shatters, ricochets off. You take 13 piercing damage, half to 6.
Just tank a 10-foot arrow.
Yeah, that's from
He
the
just
turret to the southeast, by the way.
took a siege weapon. Jesus.
Right, we're going to get to the end of this initiative and then we'll... So Hasim is, well, being strangled, basically, under the...
Drowning shit.
Let me see what he can do. Alright, he'll do that.
Has he got verbal components?
Nope. You feel something underneath, and then you feel real heat right underneath your groin. He activates a fireball and then shoves it up between your legs. You take 19 fire damage.
Fireball's not verbal. What the fuck?
No, it's a cantrip, right?
Firebolt, not fireball.
Yeah, firebolt.
Alright, I've checked that.
Alright, and that's where we'll end today's session and continue.
How much damage did I take? Sorry.
19, and then we'll continue the
Is it
fight
reduced
next week.
because we're in water?
No. Because you're not completely submerged.
Yes.
Fireball does have a verbal component, though.
Does it?
Yeah. Verbal and somatic.
Well, I'm going to use that to hit and use Shocking Grasp instead.
Has that got a verbal component? I feel like all of these spells have verbal components.
I don't think so.
The end of session is postponed because we have to fight.
Yeah, I know. It is verbal and semantic. Shit, so...
Yeah, this is what I thought. I've drawn the spellcaster. Very effective. Not a lot he can do.
Well, I will take his turn next week then.
He's got a week now to find that spell.
Well, no, he's got that, I don't know which wizard ability it is. Master of Magic? I can't remember which class it is, but when I built him, I made him a specific type of wizard, and he can do something here. But we'll do that next week! But everyone, we'll continue the battle next week.
Wonderful.